probably start.
So while we're chatting, I got a question for this guy. I heard you got beef with us, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's start with this beef.
Hold on, straight off the bat.
Straight
You know what? I like that. You know, let's address the elephant in the room.
We'll start with the beef.
All right, let's address the elephant in the room. So, back in I don't remember. Why are you laughing already, bro?
Because I'm keen to hear this.
This is serious, bro.
Yeah, no, serious. Yeah. Lawyers and that. All right.
So basically, back in I think 2018 or 2019. Yeah, it's a long time ago. I've been holding this in this whole time. I've been waiting on this day.
Do we have the podcast going on there? I don't know.
I've been waiting on the podcast this whole time. Back in 2019, I sent a message to the Disruption Podcast group chat. I mean the page on Instagram.
2019.
Something like that. Something like that. Somebody left me on red.
Ooh.
So I need to know who that person is because we're going to go outside right now. We're going to sort it out and then we'll come back and record this episode.
Dex, I don't know who left your red, but I can guess.
It was Moa, and I guess just threatened to beat up a woman. I don't know.
It definitely was not me. I can guarantee it was probably Noor.
It's giving me Daniel vibes.
What's going on? I think it might have been me.
Definitely giving me Daniel
Catch
vibes.
Daniel outside.
Probably would have saw it. And the phone's like, I'll reply to it later.
Yeah, you do that.
But you tell us, you don't like
that
Dex
a
or
lot.
what?
Yeah, come on. Talk to me. What's the issue, brother?
I'm on skates, bro. Someone help me. Throw me an olive branch right now.
What's the issue, brother?
No, we actually
State
want
your
to know
beef.
too.
Yeah.
Nah, no cap. There's no beef, bro. There's actually no beef. You know what it is? I think at that time, it literally was. Yeah, bet. We'll reply to this. We'll get to this later. And it was the beginning stages of the pod, wasn't it? Yeah, because you said 2018.
Yeah,
2019 would have been 2019.
It was something like you guys just started and I was like, you know what? These guys are dope.
We didn't know how to manage ourselves yet, bro. And now we're padding.
Yeah.
You were probably one of the first people to hit us up, and we didn't know how to react.
guys.
No, and then someone said, don't reply.
Don't reply.
Make him want it. Make him want
Bro,
it.
yeah.
Been there.
Right. Well, y'all ever done that? You know what I mean? Like you're chatting to someone or whatever, and then message comes in, you're like, all right, let me cool off for a little bit.
Yeah, 100%.
Happens all the time.
I left undelivered. That's one.
Delivered? Not red is red.
Red is bad.
Wait, hold on. So what's worse? Because I heard red. No, I heard delivered. No, which one is worse?
It matches them.
Nah,
red has to be worse, bro.
Scene or red?
Yeah, red has to be worse,
Like
bro.
you're being rude now.
You know what? I could argue that delivered is worse.
Wow.
Delivered.
Because, you could argue. This is what I've heard from the people.
Carl's got his ears. He's got his ears to the streets, man.
Because imagine, yeah, I sent you a message. No, you sent me a message, yeah, and I didn't even bother to even open it. Versus actually, let me see what this guy has to say.
But then you open it,
Yeah.
and then you're like, nah.
It wasn't important enough to reply.
Like they bothered to open it and then didn't bother
To reply. At least in my mind, I can rationalize. Oh, maybe they're having a shower. Maybe they're mowing the lawn for 5 days.
7 days.
I see it pop up. I'm like, bro, you're not even worth my time to even read this, bro.
Nah, I think you heard the
Because
wrong.
delivered
It is
means
wrong.
also came up on the notification on the phone. So you didn't actually click on it. So you saw it, you read it, but then you didn't bother.
Is that what delivered
Isn't it? That's delivered.
Yeah, but then you
Nah,
might-
but delivered just means it's arrived.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
right. You might have missed it, though.
Bro, I might not be home when the mail came, bro. Like that's what it is. Yeah. Compared to I opened the mail
nigga
and I
opened
didn't
the
send you a
letter,
reply.
looked
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Inside.
So you give him the scene, huh?
Nah, I didn't give you that scene. In saying that, yeah, I think it was that early stages, bro. But we're here now,
But it worked
man.
out, yeah.
Let's talk
It
about
worked
the
out
growth
better.
and let's talk
And
about
for your
what
sake,
life
Lucky
is.
glad
Sunday, you
you're
guys
here
just
now.
came back from
Yeah,
church.
yeah.
I'll let it go.
And good thing is, it's not because we're acting hot, because we just started as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you were to do it now and we don't reply, maybe you could say, hey, you guys acting hot.
Yeah,
Getting
that is.
a
We're
little
definitely acting hard. If it was now, if she sent us this
Oh
now,
yeah, you could say.
we leave that on red. Yeah, we'd meant
But
that, bro.
if
Oh
we just-
snap! Not everyone now looking through their phone. Yeah, they left us.
And no, to be honest,
You guys got a whole lot of beef now. After you said
The
that.
crazy part is it's true.
I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit hard here because we all have access to the page.
Yeah.
So there's like we don't even know who's gonna reply to what because we still haven't sorted that out yet. I might think Miles gonna actually reply to it, so I don't touch that at all. But she might forget, and no one ends up opening up that.
Oh, I
message
just
or
open
reply.
everything like I always do, bro.
Yeah, someone opened the
I
message.
just
and
open
didn't
everything.
reply.
Sometimes by
That's the guy.
accident.
This guy's a culprit.
Sometimes
That's what I'm hearing right
Most
now.
times I open everything because I just want to see. I love when it wants to send you a message Because
yeah.
that way it's still
then you
chilling.
can't-
Yeah, I love those ones.
Y'all
Man.
are
I'll
bad
never
people.
accept delete nothing. I'll just stay there.
Yeah, you know,
yeah.
just chill.
Marinate.
Let it park off for a little bit in that,
And the
man.
thing also is like when I see a conversation is happening, like someone liked the message, I'm like, all right, cool. Someone's clearly talking to this person. I'm not gonna open it up.
That's the one, bro.
You know what I mean?
Organization, bro.
But,
look
then
at that, bro.
you don't end up going ahead with it. It's a bit of a different story. I can't say because I don't know what's going on with the conversation.
But nah, it's dope, man. Like what I think we had the conversation at La Hava,
Yeah.
which we'll probably get into later on. And it was like, yo, let's make this happen, man. Like, I mean, 3 years is waiting or whatever. Like, let's make this happen right now, bro. Like, yeah, let's get
was
it
like,
done.
good?
Huh?
I was keen to it.
Yeah, true, because you weren't even there.
Yeah, I wasn't.
This guy, bro.
That's crazy.
Nice.
Where you at?
He knows the
Man was recovering.
Might have to step outside.
Wait, did you see him the night before? Wednesday night?
No, you weren't at the event the night before, were you? What
was the night
before?
the H
Came
after
up.
party?
yeah.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Nigga, I dapped you up and everything. Yo, how are you? You coming tomorrow?
I think I know it was that lit that he doesn't.
Whoa. Oh, my
So
days.
HOA fangirl, man.
So why did you want to jump on 3 years ago?
I don't know, to be honest. Like,
Yeah, bad, bro. Wait, what? Like, we just started,
Because
bro.
we only have
Yeah.
like 5 followers.
Bro,
man.
we looked at the old footage, crusty.
but to
It
be
was very
honest,
bad.
like I just liked the direction that you guys were
Yeah,
going.
I appreciate
And I
that.
didn't see like anyone else like in the city that was doing that.
Yeah.
And like the whole thing about like podcasts and stuff like that, like I always be interested in,
Yeah.
but it's like not for me to do. But like I've always wanted to support people doing
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But also I just thought like both our brands could help each other out
Yeah.
at the time.
For sure.
And then yeah.
Now we'll never know.
now we never know.
Bro, can you imagine we both would have
But-
been like millionaires well known if we just would have done that one episode?
Bro,
You don't know,
imagine.
man. It could have been some crazy shit. I could have said
Bro.
some wild shit.
So you said the brand could have grown at the same or could have benefited from both sides.
Yeah,
Is
but-
that brand still going today?
Wait, say
The
again?
brand that you're referring to.
Bro, I think he means himself,
He's
bro.
himself,
Yeah,
Yeah,
brand
but
as
I'm
in,
saying
Yeah.
about the sense of direction that you're going.
Just say one over your head.
But you get what I'm saying because obviously at the time you would have had an idea of like, okay, cool, this is my brand. Yeah. So 3 years later, is that still the same direction?
Yeah, I think like the whole thing for me was just like about, I don't know, being able to talk about myself, but then also like bring my audience to you guys as well from sharing. Yeah. Like it's essentially like what you guys do when you bring guests on, you know what I mean? It's like a collaboration where, you know, two brands come together and then you mutually benefit.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, that's the whole thing. But I feel like now that it's happened later down the track, like technically it is more beneficial.
Here we
sure
go.
it is.
God's
That's why you're
plan.
waiting, yeah. I know you're waiting for it.
He was waiting for that.
He was waiting for it. He's like, yeah, I made the right decision.
Master planner and that, you know what I mean? Hey, let's tap in though. Let's get this cracking.
Let's get
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Alright.
questions.
Just- What? We
Like,
wanna do things?
like say stuff, yeah.
properly?
Like
Yeah.
maybe
Say
like,
stuff.
like use words and that, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yo, what's up? So welcome back to another episode of Disruption Podcast, episode 159.
Yes, sir.
159.
Yeah, man. We outside, bro.
Going
It's Northern Back Daddy.
Steve Fuller Sergeant in the building, baby.
It's your girl Moeezy.
Is the Prince? What's up? What's good?
Oh, thank God for a smooth introduction for
Yeah.
once,
So
bro.
good. I love that.
No,
I don't have a
was
cool
about to say
name.
something else.
If you're watching, you already know we have a guest, but introduce yourself.
I go by the name of Dexavier,
There we go.
rapper, entrepreneur, businessman. Yes, sir.
Do you I know you had more you wanted to add.
I got more, but you know, I'll keep
You
it
can
low.
add it.
Yeah.
We'll
Keep
talk
it
about it
calm for
later.
now. Yeah.
So you just came from a trip. Tell us a little bit about that.
Wait, first of all, this year you've been traveling quite a bit, yeah? Well, at least 2 decent trips.
Yeah.
I would say yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've been like internationally, 2 decent trips, but then I've been doing like interstate stuff for like work and stuff.
Oh, shoot. Okay, yeah.
But yeah.
So where you just came? Is that Bali? That you just
Yeah,
came
so
from?
I just came from Bali, Indonesia.
And that was just for fun, yeah? Like,
Yeah, well, I decided to take a solo trip. I was just like, fuck
that was
it.
solo trip?
Yeah.
I don't know
was
how
like-
you did that.
But like the whole thing is like,
That's so sick, man.
yeah, it's like it's so intricate of how it happened. Like it was some weird ad. Like if I go in the story, it's gonna be like half an hour talking about like how
I think
the
we've
fuck
got time, bro.
Hey, give us a brief description of something like how.
We got time.
Because I just want to know how it happened.
So brief description, basically like I've always like since basically the start of the year I've been like, hey, like I want to go on a trip specifically to Bali, and like I want all the boys to come, or like all my friends to come. You know what I mean?
Something
and I'm
just
like,
came to mind.
yeah. I hold that thought. And I'm like, yeah, like let's go, let's do it. You know what I mean? And I'm talking to people, and I'm like, all right, you guys want to go? Everyone's like, yeah, down. And then when it comes time to put, to put your money where your mouth is, it's like, actually, you know what, and that happened like 2-3 times. And then by the third time, I was like, you know what, fuck it. Instead of waiting on people to book my shit, I'm gonna book it and then be like, this is when I'm going. If you want to meet me there, book your flights. We'll link up there, and then we'll do something there.
That's
the best way to go about it.
Bali as well.
Yeah.
In a couple of weeks.
Oh yeah,
Something like that. Yeah.
A month and a bit.
where you guys going?
That's a great question. I don't know. We just booked it.
Somewhere.
I know we told everyone else, like, yo, if you want to book.
Yeah.
Like, bro, that's honestly the best way to do it, because
you have
otherwise
to.
it's like, it's so much organization. Like, I can't be freaking bothered,
Yeah.
talking to all these people all the time, and then just be like, oh, let's sort this out, let's sort that out, and then people are like flaky and stuff, and it just messes up your plan, especially if you're booking like a whole Airbnb or like you're making all these plans.
And you make
like
plans with
12
them
people.
in mind or something.
Yeah, you make plans with like 12 people, and then it's like, ends up being 2. And you're like, what the heck?
Wow, $7,000.
Now I'm a K out of pocket for no
It's
reason.
you and the person that's like the furthest from you.
Bro, the one you were hoping was gonna flake.
You're like, are we still going?
No, I cancel, bro.
So you made it a solo trip instead, huh? Yeah. Or it ended up being a solo trip, rather.
Yeah, well, basically, I booked. I didn't even end up booking. I was just like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
And then on one of those nights, remember I was telling you guys, my guys they'll leave for the club at 12:30, 1 a.m.
Oh yeah.
It was one of those nights. They're like, hey, let's get to the club. Boom, I pull up at their crib at like 11:30, kick it, pre-drink, whatnot. And I'm like, bro, to be honest, it's getting late. Let's just grab some grub. We'll kick it together, have some nice conversation.
Nice
Go
wholesome
home.
night.
Yeah.
Go home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
FIFA even if you want.
Let's enjoy each other's company. You know what I mean? And they're like, nah, we gotta go to the club.
Please.
This is on my mind. I gotta get it. So I'm like, fuck. All right, let's do it. Whatever. I tag along. We go to like 3 or 4 clubs. All of them
Goodness
saying,
gracious.
to be honest, DH.
Yeah? Not tonight, lads.
Not even not tonight. Just like they were being honest with us. They're like, look, like you're gonna go in. Like you're gonna pay entry and stuff. It's really not gonna be worth it.
Yeah.
Like the security was being honest with us. They didn't even want our money. They said, "Look, to be honest,
being
bro,
financially
you're wasting your
responsible."
time. You're wasting your time." So then we
Give
ended
him
up
a
like
speech.
after like three tries, we ended up at this Greek restaurant, like somewhere in the city. We meet this guy, this old guy who's waiting for his son at a strip club next door.
Oh.
You
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
Bro, I just wonder how this leads you to Bali, bro.
Progressive ass guy.
That's a progressive dad.
Well, like I'm just waiting for my son to finish off his stuff.
Like his job or the like?
Was there for entertainment?
Now he was there just to, like his son's with his boys.
Yeah, I bet. I was just
they went
wondering.
out for dinner or something together, and then like his son was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go link up with the boys at the strip club," and this guy just having a souvlaki at the next door, just waiting for this guy finish his lap dance or some shit. They take him home.
What is going
I don't know, bro.
This is
It was weird.
God.
It was weird. And then basically this guy's like giving us some wisdom, because he was like what, probably in his 50s or some shit, and it was like me and my homies, and we were just like chilling, waiting for our food. Started chatting up. Yeah, he was in his 50s, like giving us some wisdom and stuff. And it was like one of the things he said that really stuck with me was like, boys, if there's one thing that like you got to do in your life is solo travel. And it's like that had been on my mind, like basically like that whole year, basically. You know what I mean? So I was like, you know what? You're right. And then like 2 days later, I just booked it. I was like, fuck it. And then even before that, I wrote like a song, and it was like one of the bars was like, a holiday in Ubud, I need to be awakened. And then like I wrote that, like, I don't know if you guys know, like if you're in like a flow state, like as an artist, sometimes you're not even thinking about what you're writing and shit. So it's like I wrote it without even thinking about what I'm writing, and then like later I read over and I was like,
Walk on here.
yeah, like my body's literally asking for me to,
Yeah,
you know,
to go.
go somewhere and be awakened and shit like that. So I booked it. I was a bit nervous at the start, and then ended up just going. Had a great, fantastic time. Damn. Yeah, like I did a whole lot of shit. Like the good thing is that I'm not on anyone else's time.
Exactly, it's just your time.
I do whatever, bro. Like
Yeah.
I woke up at 1:30 to go hike a mountain, bro.
Wait, 1:30 p.m. or a.m.?
AM.
Long.
Whoa,
It's crazy either way.
AM.
So what do your boys say?
What do you mean?
Like when you're like, hey, I'm sending and I'm going. Was anyone was like, yeah, I was
Yeah,
trying to
like
go, like
couple people like, what a weirdo, bro. what are you doing, bro? But then like, it is what it is.
what it
Yeah.
is.
Like I'm not doing it for
You
you.
have to, yeah.
Yeah. But then like the other guys like, I think like at the start everyone was like, oh, like that's kind of odd. But then like now that I'm back, everyone's like, whoa,
That was mad.
that's so
Look
cool.
there,
Like,
though.
I want to
yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like
so that's the second trip. What was that first trip?
the first trip I went for my sister's wedding back home in Mauritius, but I stopped off at Dubai. Yeah, so on the way there and on the way back, like at the time, I'm not sure if it's true anymore, but at the time, to go anywhere in Africa, you had to stop off at Dubai.
But yeah.
Yeah, so like, might as well.
Yeah, literally.
Might as well ball out. Yeah.
Damn.
So yeah,
This guy
yeah,
living
that was
life.
good. That was a good trip. I went there with my family, and that was actually meant to be like my time away, in a sense, because I work a lot. Like I like to say I work a lot, but you know it's all subjective, I guess. But yeah, like that was meant to be my time away, but then like when I got there, I realized it's a whole wedding.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? True. And it was not.
Yeah,
even,
no, you
it
gotta
wasn't
be
even my
involved,
time
right?
away.
Nah, right?
And it was like I was just kind of following. Like I wasn't gonna try to, you know, impose and like do all that. Like
Meanwhile, they got you picking up the gifts for the guests.
Not even every auntie wants to come. I remember when you were this.
yeah.
I don't know your name.
I carried you.
Bro, okay.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
damn.
you travel also interstate for work, yeah?
Yeah, that's
Bro, how much
basically,
research did you do, dog? Like,
Even listen, that's
This
what
guy's
he
back to back.
That's what
This guy switched on, man.
Yeah, he just said that. I'm just bringing him back around. So what do you do for work that
Biggest
allows
fan,
you to
bro.
travel interstate?
Well, for music,
Music.
essentially, like, especially with like rhythm and stuff. So we're doing like interstate shows. So, Adelaide, Brisbane, and Sydney are the cities I've been to.
free Perth.
Yeah.
No one's showing love to
no, not
Perth.
Perth.
No one's showing love.
It's
But
quiet right
Perth,
now.
yeah,
But
Perth is moving.
music though. Like
Yeah?
I've been seeing some rap music coming out of that, like key.
Perth's popping.
Doing the thing.
They got that shit going.
While I was laughing real quick before,
Yeah.
because I remember when you guys went on your trip to Bali,
I knew this is what you were thinking.
right?
Which one is this one?
On
Yeah.
the quad bike.
Like 4.
Wait, how do you know about that?
What do you mean? The quad
How do
bike.
you know about that?
Everything, bro. The quad bike story is probably one of the best things I've heard, bro.
Wait, where did you hear that from?
The whole world.
Oh,
bro.
we've all heard it.
Right.
Everybody knows.
How much
You know the
cheese?
story.
Yeah, bro, like that was a funny story, bro. What the heck was that?
I don't even know if I'm allowed to speak.
That's what I'm wondering. How much do you have to say?
But basically, to put it lightly, for like people that don't know like the details of the story, niggas went on a quad bike experience in the jungle, yeah. And there was a group of us at the time. Well, it would have been like
It was a while,
8 or
quite
like
a while,
12
yeah.
of us or something like that.
Deep, bro.
Yeah, we were pretty deep. That was the first time I went to Bali as well. Had a blast, great time, fantastic time.
Clearly.
So one of the boys got stuck in like a river, one of the quad bikes or something. So the instructor had to double back. And then let's just say 2 of my boys, I'm not going to name names, 2 of my boys were up at the front. And they were like, you know what, let's go explore a little bit and then we'll come back. These guys go and explore and they're like, I don't know, they probably would have gone like maybe like a K away or something like that. Maybe just under a K away. And they found like this piece of gravel, like this like patch of gravel. And they just started doing doughies, going crazy.
Everything with the kickback on the dust.
Going
right?
crazy. And the instructor's like, hey, where'd those guys go? Like, we don't know. So then I was one of the ones at the front too, and I was like, oh, I'll go look for them. So now I'm like, all right, bet.
You're off to you.
I speed up while the instructor's still helping the guy get out of the river. I go and I'm like, hey, like, we need to go back because I'm pretty sure you guys went the wrong way. Let's double back, So we go, everything's fine, beautiful, great. We go and we finish the trip, the experience, whatever. Get back, we're like cleaning up. The guy comes up to us, shows us this post on Facebook. And we're like, hold on, what do you mean? He posts on Facebook. And it's those 2 guys that went and did
Oh, my
doughies,
days.
yeah? They did it in a freaking like a temple car park or a sanctuary or some shit like that. And it was literally on like a page. These disrespectful ass like
Blew up.
to be honest, yeah, like,
Blew up,
it
bro.
went crazy in Indonesia because these guys like
It blew up, bro. Because I saw the vid, I cracked up laughing.
They're basically disrespecting the whole like
Sacred area.
a whole sacred area.
Jeez.
But like, to their defense, obviously they didn't know.
Yeah.
But then it's like
The donuts, bro. It's the donuts. That's the like
it's so
driving
unnecessary.
through. Driving through would have been like,
Yeah.
what? Like, okay, wrong place.
Alright, cool. And the thing is, like, it wasn't just like one donut, two donut. These guys are going hard,
The
man.
best thing I've
Oh
seen.
my gosh.
When I
Jeez.
saw the vid, I lost my mind, bro.
Oh my
What
god.
happened to the rest of the trip? Like, when you guys said,
But to be honest,
I'm-
I,
yo,
bro,
I'm the-
I felt
Sure
so
is
bad.
quiet.
I felt so bad because the guy was like, "Oh, I'm gonna lose my job." They laugh, man. Niggas
That's
laughing. Somebody cancel this guy.
terrible.
Bro, I've been in some like Asian restaurants before, and like someone's dropped something, and I know they got the one whoosh on the back of the head in the back area, bro. Because the look this manager gave this girl, or was it a guy? This guy once, I said, bro, either he's losing his job or he's getting a good whooping in the back, bro. Nah, it's mad, bro.
So
But
the
nah,
guy
that
lose his
lost.
job or not?
Find out next time,
Well,
bro.
no, yeah.
Find out
The
next
thing is,
time.
like, we paid him like extra and stuff, but
Oh
like,
damn.
but,
Doesn't
like,
cover.
To go into hiding, bro.
Yeah.
the thing is, like, even if we pay him extra and stuff, it's like, what? That's gonna hold you for like a week. bro.
Literally,
Exactly.
yeah.
If you lose your job, that's your whole income, you know.
So
like,
before you travel, do you do any like type of research? at
yeah,
all?
actually, Reddit is a crazy ass
Reddit?
resource.
Yeah,
Yeah. I use Reddit heaps just like to go on forums and stuff like that. Yeah.
I always hear
that's
this, yeah.
Most of my research is basically.
Yeah.
I literally always hear this about Reddit as well, but it's because everything that I see come out of Reddit is always meme stuff, yeah? So I never look at it as a respectable place that you can go and get actual
Yeah,
information.
dude, it's
but
actually great
some people are actually just genuine on like wanting to just give information
Yeah.
for the sake of it,
It's
you know
actually
what I mean?
mad interesting because like even like if you want to like learn something scientific or whatnot, you search in the Google or whatnot, and it's like you'll see a Reddit thing pop
Reddit.
up
Yeah.
because there's like a whole forum for like this specific.
Yeah.
thing,
Yeah,
like,
dude. Now that when I search like Google stuff, I'll search whatever I want and then I write Reddit at the end.
At the end of it,
I just write Reddit at the end, like,
Yeah.
because like Google is like, it's sponsored as well, like you know what I mean. Like you don't
Yeah.
know what you're getting. It's like whereas Reddit is like
That's
community
fact.
based.
Yeah, that is.
Right, this is so random, but on this whole sponsor thing, I've been like, I don't know if this is a power trip, but I'm like, let me stick it to the man. Anytime that an email pops up, I mean, sorry, not email, a search, when I put it comes up on Google, I make sure I don't click on the ad once. Because I know they're getting guap every time I click on it, bro.
no, bro.
Oh,
It's
the
not?
first one,
They have to pay every
Yeah, I
time.
know, but don't
Yeah.
they?
Google gets money.
Nah, that's what I
Not the
mean.
company.
Yeah.
Google's money.
Every time I see, I said, nah, dog. Let me
It's
scroll
only if
down
you
about
like-
three hits right now, bro. Bro,
This guy's destroying
it
capitalism
makes-
one day at a time.
one post at a time, man.
If you want to be a D head, you just click.
Yeah,
Click.
Yeah.
Because every time you click, depending on like how popular the search is,
paying.
yeah. So
Yeah.
example, if the word,
Like
It's
let's
a
say you
beauty
want
ser-
mechanic.
Yeah.
yeah, and then they're paying like let's say $2. $2 a
Who's
click.
paying right now?
So
The company, yeah? Yeah,
The
yeah.
company has to pay $2 for every click they get. That's an
Uh-huh.
example, depending how popular the search is.
yeah.
Yeah. So then when it comes on top of the ad, you click on it, they get charged $2 automatically.
Now let's say I'm a mechanic.
Yeah.
And I want to just make sure this guy loses. I'll keep clicking on his ad.
On his ad. This guy putting on free game right now, right? Nah, it's
Yeah.
mad, it's mad.
It's only worth it, obviously, if you know, like the purchase is big enough for you to actually make your money back. You know, if you're actually selling a service that's like a K or so,
Yeah, it doesn't
and
matter.
then you can, you know, one person purchase that.
Bro, Carl's
you
putting
can
us on
have-
that game, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Mr. SEO and that. I mean, in line with all that, yeah, because when we had the convo with you at La Hava, we were talking a lot about this whole, like, preface it. We've had a conversation with Leo, who came on the pod and spoke to us about this whole Web3 NFT and all that kind of stuff there. And you were saying that that's something you're super interested in as well. And, like,
Yeah.
there's actually, like, big communities around that in Melbourne, right? I don't know
Massive.
how quick that all jumped up, bro.
Because even in Bali, you went to like a place that kind of surrounds.
Yeah.
Bro,
It's like a-
bro,
it's a
anyway,
crypto
yeah, nah,
hub.
Carlos is, bro.
That's
this
a memory,
point, bro,
No, no,
just
no,
too
no,
much.
no, no.
I love it. I love it.
Then you had that
Good.
pink drink.
It's just a memory.
Hold on.
You went to
Yeah.
the place, the story had crypto on it.
Yeah,
It just that's the only thing that I can't remember.
I can't wait to look in Carlos's gallery and there's a screenshot of that exact story. Bro. Notes right on the side of it too, bro.
Recording.
Literally, bro.
Nah, I just remember that part.
Oh man. But yeah, so like, there's a lot popping around that whole space.
Yeah,
I didn't realize it was
well-
like that in Melbourne like that, bro.
Well, yeah, like it's kind of like that all in the world, you
Yeah.
know, like all over the world. But the thing is, like, unless you're in it, you don't really,
know.
yeah, you don't know how big it is. You know what I mean? It's like what's an example? Like K-pop, for example. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
just to
yeah.
get like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
That
They
is actually true,
I
yeah.
didn't realize how big that
Yeah,
shit was
nah.
until like
Yeah,
I started
massive.
researching. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
these guys are
Millions.
actually doing
Yeah.
doing crazy. But like to touch on the Web3 thing, like yeah, I reckon that's really where the future is going. Like in terms of like business, in terms of arts, in terms of, you know, a lot of things online. You know what I mean? Like that's really what's gonna push the world
actually
into
wild.
something new. Yeah.
How'd you find out about it? Like, what made you interested in all that?
At first it was really
Guap.
really it was investment into crypto that got me into it, and then it was just like I did a lot of research and like investments in like the crypto space already, and then NFTs came about, and then I was like, when I saw it, like probably a lot of people like can relate to this. It's a bit daunting at the start when you're like, fuck, what the fuck is this new shit? You know what I mean? Like
Something again.
I gotta learn something new. You know what I mean? I just learned TikTok. What the fuck? You know what I mean?
TikTok even, bro.
Now they got NFTs and stuff, and to me it was just like a feeling of not wanting to be left behind as well. So it's like I really like made it like a mission to try and understand it as much as possible, and then once I understood it, I realized how much value it actually has in the world and how much functionality it actually has, rather than like, for example, just it being like a picture or something like that. Like it could actually be so much more. Like it could be a certificate or a receipt or something like that. But yeah, so moving into that, I realized that I could do. Like, I'll talk about like what I'm doing basically in the crypto space. But shout out like Gallery and Co-GNC, Miss Evie. You guys had Davina on here as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Davina, Spicy Little Mama. That's my team. Basically,
Don't tell me you're behind what Davina was talking about. Go. Okay.
so basically, the whole idea behind Gallery and Co. is the company that I'm building with Miss Evie. We saw a gap in the market where specifically sex workers and girls that work like in like OnlyFans and stuff. I think it was last year or maybe 2 years ago. Around September, they were like, OnlyFans is not going to do explicit content anymore. And then from there, like I was already
Doubled it back like.
double back.
Yeah, they doubled back on it. Yeah.
Basically, I saw like a opportunity at the same time I was researching NFTs and stuff, and I'm like, oh, how can I like touch in this space? And I was thinking, like it's really unfair. Excuse me. It's really unfair how people that like this is basically their whole living. Like OnlyFans creators, like that's how they make their money. You know what I mean? And it's like it's unfair how a platform can dictate how they can make their money. You know, and it's unfair that someone can just take that away from them.
Bro,
whenever
they
they feel like
snatched it up, bro. I said they snatched it up because I was
Yeah.
the day after that happened, I was driving, I think my dad's car, there's always the radio just comes on immediately. And there was this woman like, I don't know, I'm going to do it now. I got to support my daughter, this, that. OnlyFans has been, I said, yo, she's actually built the living off of
Yeah.
the app. Or
But that's
like
the
that.
thing, like,
I
that's-
said, bro, like a full living. I said, damn.
But I
It's
know
an
like
interesting time.
Shorty's buying like Mercedes
Yeah.
off OnlyFans. You know what I mean? And it's like. No. Anyways, I'm not even-
So what about the other perspective of this whole thing, where it's like saving society, for example? We don't want this to be the norm. If you kind of get what I'm saying.
Well, the thing is, like, no matter what, like, if you decide, like, this is what society should be, like, it's not going to matter. Because, like, it's going to go in the direction that it wants to go in anyways. Like, you're not going to be able to stop it.
Like, you
And
get, like,
at the end of the day, like, no matter in what way you look at it, like, if from a conservative point of view or whatnot, but sex is a massive part of our culture. You know what I mean? And, like, that's really, like, the start of life, really. So it's like, you know, if you think about it from that way,
they
it's
can't
like,
run away from it.
as much as people want to, you know, put like all this, what do you call it? Like connotation or like whatever. Like
Stigma,
yeah, stigma. That's the word. Stigma on top of it. It's like at the end of the day, like that's the truth. You know what I mean? It's like the sooner people, I feel like personally, the sooner people accept that, the easier it will be going forward. But I do understand like how it can affect like younger audiences that aren't even mature enough to be able to comprehend like what they're seeing and stuff like that. So that's another issue that's like I can't even speak.
I agree, but what in terms of like, if that's the direction we're going long term, do you think that's gonna like destroy the society in a way? Because now people get lazy and think that, okay, you know what, there's a platform where I can make easy money.
In terms of what? In terms of NFTs or like?
No, not NFTs. In terms of like the whole like sex work, OnlyFans, and all that kind of. Because we're talking about removing that platform or like not allowing to do that, and cutting off their money.
Well, then like. You like easy money is subjective.
That's what I was gonna say.
You know
Like
what I mean?
there'll
Like,
be an argument that'll come and say, "Who told you that this is
exactly,
easy?" That
but sex workers work hard, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, like,
Yeah, they work hard.
what do you mean by that?
I see what you say.
But like, dude, like it's literally like running a whole brand as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if like these girls, like the ones that I'm seeing are successful, they see themselves as a company, as a business first, and it's like they're their own product. So it's like when you think like, oh, it's easy money, like yeah, you might be blessed with a fucking fat ass, and, some nice titties, and that's all you need.
Yeah.
And like maybe that might be easy money, but then if you want to make continuous, consistent, like actually build a foundation and build a business, then you have to see it as a business.
I feel like Carlos's argument now comes into play of like, okay, but why not apply yourself into this field or this? Because it's like, I guess from the society, because the protect society aspect of it, they're saying this is not the agenda that we'd want to push. So apply yourself into this space or this space. Which is an interesting, conversation to have. I was gonna say though, because I'm still noob at TikTok and that, right? Yeah. So I stumbled upon Anna Paul's TikTok.
Here we go.
And I was like, yo, like this girl's so lit, bro.
Content is so much fun to watch.
Bro, I was telling him,
On TikTok it is. On TikTok.
because I was telling him, I was like, yo,
What do you mean by that?
I know, yeah, what do you mean about it?
TikTok.
On TikTok.
Right. I was telling him, I was like, yo, like, fam, like she just does like day in her life vlogs. Like this is so lit.
She just voice over.
Yeah, just voice. I'm like, I was like, yo, Mal, she's having so much fun, like going on trips. And Mal goes, she does OnlyFans. I was like, bro, don't lie to me. I said, what?
I'm her only fan.
I literally said, I don't believe you. And then she's like, check her Twitter. I refused to check her Twitter for the longest, yeah? I'm like, nah, bro, she just does vlogs day in the life, right? Like,
Because she's good at separating it. Because a lot of people are like you, where they're in her comments, they're like, I just went on Anna Paul's Twitter and it's crazy. Like, I didn't know she did that. Like, she's actually really good at being able to, like, Anna Paul as a brand, like the vlogger, the one that does clothes and stuff, and then Anna Paul OnlyFans. But she's successful on both platforms, which is really cool.
it's crazy, bro.
She must be making bank.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Crazy.
She is.
No,
for
you know
sure.
when I realized making crazy money, you know how Instagram will auto suggest who to follow after you follow someone?
That's crazy, yeah.
So like if I hit like following Kim Kardashian, it'll be like Kylie, Kendall,
Courtney, all of them,
that.
yeah.
You keep swiping through, you get to Anna Paul.
Mad.
Wow.
That's
Really?
mental. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
How many celebrities you've been recently following?
How many scrolls have you
curious
Sussing it out, yeah. Like, who is Instagram trying to push right now, kind of thing? Yeah,
like
yeah.
because it like basically it's pushing like universal figures kind of
Yeah.
yeah, like Ronaldo, all these people that everyone
Bro, that's why Ronaldo just keep getting.
I'm
Yeah,
scrolling down.
but it depends if who you follow though.
Yeah.
If you follow
Yeah, it
celebrity,
does,
yeah.
you're gonna
Exactly.
get celebrity.
If you follow local,
You're
You
gonna
will.
get celebrity.
Or you get his homeboy.
Because I was tripping, I was scrolling down, I was like, I don't follow you. And then I realized that TikTok was actually, also showing,
Suggesting.
like
Yeah.
recommending
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff as well.
Real quick, so NFTs and then this whole sex workspace, where does that fuse?
So
How does it come
basically,
together?
Yeah.
So basically, Gallery & Co. is a brand that's trying to bridge that and give the women, I suppose, is the product. As much as I don't want to say it, like the artists, let's say it like that. The artists, the art. We want to give the power back to them because, like, we feel like in the NFT space, it's so much more control. Where it's like, if we put out, for example, a collection, and we're like, okay, you're gonna get this percentage of sales, and so on and so forth. They are able to own that. Like they'll own that. And the thing with NFTs as well is, you can add on like resale percentage.
Oh,
So,
okay.
like,
Yeah.
let's
Depending on whatever the certificate is, isn't it?
Yeah,
like how
well,
you set it up.
let's say like you sell it for 100K to him. I might get 10% of that.
Yeah.
So now I just made 10K and I haven't done anything. You know what I mean? And then it's like, we want to give that power back to those women. You know what I mean? And we want to make one, like, if they're gonna do that anyways, then it's like, do it in a way where you're
It's actually profitable.
Yeah. And it's like, we want to do it in a way where it's like, how do I explain it? The most simplistic way that I could say it would be, imagine what Playboy was in the 90s, but in Web3. So really, it's not
But
even
with more power to the women, because Playboy was so toxic, bro. Yeah, man.
but like
In a more power to the women, obviously.
But like
angle.
the whole thing is like, we want like everyone to know about like the actual women's stories as well, and we want them to know about what the art is, who the artist is, their whole background, yeah. It's really about power.
I was gonna say probably more humanizing is the word that that was coming to mind. I'm still on that whole conservative aspect when it comes to that whole thing, because I really want to, because anytime liberation comes up, I think we had this conversation with July as well. Like every time it's liberation, it always comes back to mainly sexual liberation, because it's not more of a economic oppression that people speak about these days, or like a physical oppression, even though these things are very real and very, happening still. But at the forefront, it's a lot more sexual liberation. All that. I'm like, I really just want to unpack that and like actually see what's driving it, where it leads to, and how it ends up shaping our society. Like just in terms of our mentalities and attitudes towards these things, and just what interaction with each other actually becomes from that. It's something that's way deeper than that. It's like a conversation down the line, but it's
only time will tell with that stuff,
bro.
Like,
I'm
you actually
so
can't
shook
know
of what is going to happen.
You actually can't know,
bro.
I think my thing is like, I'm always like I can't say it's not work. You know what I mean? Because if someone's working and making a living, if they're making a living, then it's work, right? But I'm like, like when you have like careers day at school and stuff, like, would we ever get to a point where it's like someone would go to school and be like, oh, I'm an OnlyFans model?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I'm sure we're already at that point.
Yeah.
Like, and like, society would have to get to the point where society's like, yeah, that's fair. But it's like, I don't think we're at that point yet.
You don't?
No.
But that means that
I
the
think
schools will be
introducing
Open
that
to it,
option
yeah.
as well.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a toughie still.
Yeah,
'cause like, yeah.
But is that the main aspect of NFTs and that you're looking into? Obviously, aside from like personal investing, is that pretty much the main project?
In
goal
terms
right
of
now,
NFTs,
yeah,
that's the main project I'm really pushing for now. We're about to start our production.
Yeah.
I think in the next 2 weeks we're starting production, and then
The only artists are like women, not men.
yeah.
No one's looking for an opportunity, right?
What are you saying?
show a little something.
Millionaires have 7 streams of income.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But like eventually, like we want to include everyone.
Yeah.
But for the moment,
So, but I don't want to manage that.
I will not be present for those shoots. Right.
for the
Yeah, man.
moment,
Yeah.
like it's that's like our whole thing about like bringing like power to the women. Like I see like the CEO of the company is actually Miss Evie. So she's a forefront, like a strong woman that's in the forefront, really running everything. And I'm really just in terms of doing the background business. So it's like
Framework
like,
and that.
Even me being here talking about it is just like probably you guys need to talk to her about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Feel that.
But yeah.
So when you go about like
quick.
sorry, go.
Real quick. Actually, you go, because I'm probably going to end up changing it. Yeah.
I was just gonna say, what do you go about like finding people who need this service? Like, what do you promote this? What do you market this?
Is it a service or a product more though?
Your product, but like, how do you go to these people to offer them this?
So
if you kinda
basically,
get what I'm
it's
saying?
really about building a community and then bringing the value to that community first. So like that's how I've been able to wrap my head around it. And it's like bringing value after you've sold something. So for example, if you hold an NFT, right? Let's say I have an event later that's a networking event, and then I'm like, oh, you hold this NFT? Here's a free ticket.
Right.
Come through. You know what I mean?
See, yeah.
Oh, you hold this. We're putting merchandise out. Here's a free set because you hold it. You know what I mean? But it's like if you don't have it in your wallet, in your crypto wallet,
That's quiet.
it's like
Got to pay that money,
Pay
bruh.
Pay for
Pay
it.
that
yeah.
money.
run it up.
Noor mentioned about how the 7 streams of income,
Millionaires have
a millionaire, 7 streams of income, and that. And obviously at the beginning you're listing off all different things that you're involved in and do as well, right? I think we're all pretty similar.
Are
in
you a
the
millionaire?
yeah, well, I think we're all pretty similar in the fact that our hands are dipped into a bunch of different pots. I just wanted to ask openly to all of us, like, how do we actually think we're doing in terms of managing all those different things right now? Because I know I was reflecting during this week, and I said, "Bro, it's peak, bruv."
It's
I
tough.
said,
Like,
"Bruv."
as in it's too much on your plate? Or
I won't say too much just yet, but in terms of, okay, how do I now? Because I think for me, I've constantly moved in kind of like waves and looking at whatever the season in terms of just point in time in my life. What am I involved in, and what can I put most effort into, and blah, blah, blah. And I manage it in that aspect of things, and I move strategic like that. But then I was reflecting this week, and I was like, I feel like I'm still moving strategically in terms of different things I'm doing, but then it's also getting to a point where like things are now requiring more effort and time than I could actually give. And it even had me think, damn, I actually have a funny story to talk about my other job, but it even had me thinking like, I think I'm gonna have to like drop this job in order to give more time to these things and this, because it's like, yeah, everything is requiring effort and,
that's
and,
natural,
and
no?
time, 100%. But I feel like there's not everyone really decides to put themselves into all these different baskets. Like it's really a decision most times. Like I don't think you really fall into it, or you don't stay in it by chance. Like you stay in it by choice. Like the different things you do and where you push it to. And yeah, when I was reflecting, I was like, yo, I'm really at a point now that I'm like, fam, like it's getting peak. It's a bit tough. Like
I agree, bro. Because to be honest, there's so much stuff that's going on too. Like now Web3 is coming in. Before it was crypto, and obviously crossing with Web3, but now NFTs is like. And to be honest, in order for you to do good in these things, you actually need.
But not even only that, just what you in
Like
your
literally
work,
your job,
yeah,
your
like
side hustle.
the things that you're involved in.
Yeah.
Like I'm even talking about like career stuff, job stuff, but also like not hobby, but things like this right now and what that's leading to. Like you said like what rapper, entrepreneur. Give me some more because I forgot what you said before. Right?
Working full time.
Businessman, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Working full time, like, all that kind of stuff. Like it really does all like add up in terms of taking up your time.
I think
Like how you guys
it
managing
depends.
that?
What's the motive behind all the things that your hands are dipped in? Is it like money, or is it, oh, I've got the skill, so let me try photography, or I've got the skill, let me try music, or I've got the skill, let me try this business thing? Because I think if your motive or your motivation from the start is correct, because a lot of people get into things, but it's like money motivates them, and that can really run out. Like that, your drive for that can run out straight away.
Especially if you're not getting it.
Yeah, whereas if you have a passion for like, you know, photography or videography, that can like take you for like a while, and you actually can continue to put in that effort because you're like, I'm actually passionate about it. Like I love taking photos, or you know, I love making music, so it's like that will drive you. Whereas probably for you right now, what motivates you with all the things? Because you do a lot of like different random things. Not gonna lie.
therapy session.
Yeah, I'll answer, but yeah.
Because really last week, Daniel and I were actually in the car talking about it, and then we were actually talking about video, like filming and that. And then he actually brought up someone's name. I was like, oh, this person's killing it in the video industry doing
I think
film.
is it Ivy? Shout out Ivy.
Is it
I
Ivy?
think we're talking about
Yeah,
Ivy.
Yeah, shout out to Ivy.
Yeah.
And then I was like, bro, it's actually crazy when you actually pick one and you
yeah.
put in that effort
The
into
effort,
it. You can
yeah.
actually make it anywhere. Bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Like you can actually send it. And I was like, that's why I even brought up your example. I was like, bro, it's just more of like, are you gonna put 100% into this?
Yeah.
Right. But then at the same time, we came with the conclusion that the goal is not to make it all the way there with this particular thing, if that kind of makes sense. Right. So example, we do like video for fun, a bit of, photos for fun, for content and so on. But low key, I'm not trying to make it all the way with that one
With it,
thing.
yeah.
I'm okay with sending it here and staying kind of here with that particular hobby or that particular whatever it is, right? But then there's other areas where it's like I'm trying to send it all the way through. You know what I mean? Because in reality,
Become that guy.
you can't send it with everything.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I think it's tough because it's like, I think everyone in this room actually is like, we seem like the kind of people where it's anything we were to try would be good at it. You know what I mean? Like eventually we'll get good at it. And that makes
I wasn't
it
trying to say
hard.
all that, but you said it for me, son.
No, but like, it's true though. Like I've seen like pretty much everyone here. Like if we try this, turns out pretty good. If I try this, turns out pretty good. If I try this, turns out pretty good. And so it gets to the point of like, I actually like all these things as well. Now it's a matter of which one do I pick? Because that's where it's like,
I get that. Yeah.
I think a lot of like people have this issue when they're young, like if they're athletic kids, right? Where it's like I play basketball, soccer, and footy, and I'm real good at all it's like I had one
Sprinkle
guy-
long
bro, I
jump
had
on
one
that
guy
as
in
well if
school,
you
bro,
want.
like track, any sport he'd touch, incredible. You know what I mean? And it's like gets to a point where it's like, all right, which one do I
spot
pick
Which-
to go
yeah.
into,
if I'm gonna actually go pro? You know,
Yeah.
I kind of envy those people that like they find their one skill early, right? And it's like they're like,
polish
nah,
it.
this is my photography. I'm so good at this, and just keep running with it. And it's like the dream is to have my own studio
And expand upon that
photographer,
one
and based
thing.
on that one thing.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, and it always like you see like certain comedians where it's like, just I do comedy and then they get so rich just off comedy.
Yeah.
You know, or musician or whatever it might be. And I'm like, part of me envies it. Part of me also likes the fact that I can touch into multiple
Be
things.
like multifaceted and stuff.
But there comes a thing of like, I can't put all my time into
Into all these things, yeah.
What do you think of that?
It's actually interesting because I actually sat down yesterday thinking of this exact same thing.
Yeah, Carlos told us through the research. That's why we brought this conversation up.
Just listening, you know?
Carlos was actually taking photos out.
Actually, yesterday he sat and he thought about this. Let us know.
So, yeah.
Clouds,
You guys
bro.
are jokes.
Oh, my days.
But yeah, I feel like I do a lot of planning.
Okay.
So like sometimes like I'll block out periods of my time and just be like, this time is just for me to reflect on where everything is at.
Yeah.
Like, cause like I run multiple businesses on top of like working full time. So like, I literally have to sit down and be like, okay, check in. Is this where I want it to be? Is this where I want it to be? What do I need to do next? What's the next move? So on and so forth. So that I can keep moving. Because otherwise I feel like if you're stagnant, then like you just end up spiraling into this like.
Or sometimes you get into an autopilot with those things and you end up stagnant from that.
Yeah.
Because you think you're still moving,
think
which
you're
you
doing
are.
shit, but
you're
not
just
doing-
like,
yeah. It's like a plateau.
yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which
Plateau.
which is more danger of going down as opposed to
Exactly.
being a launching
Yeah.
pad, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
But yeah, I think like dealing with it. Yesterday I was thinking about like where everything is at and actually consciously being like, okay, I need to take some time away and allocate some more time to this, because to me it's like those businesses, for example, they all align with my main brand, which would be like Dexavier, like myself, right? So everything I'm doing is like can be a launching pad for something more. Does that make sense? So it's like if I do, for example, music management, right? I'm already in that state where I'm talking to people that's in music, so it's like that can benefit my brand as a musician and my brand as a manager.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it's like, to me, it's about just like really sitting down and planning and figuring out where can I allocate my time most effectively. And then sometimes even like yesterday, for example, like it's a bit like disheartening because you got to be like, fuck, like I've come so far with this, but now the only way I can move forward is by taking time off. Like, for example, I had a release schedule for my songs. Like I have a few songs like in the bank, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna record these when I get back from Bali, and then as I'm gonna record the visuals when I get back from Bali, and then I'm gonna release on this schedule. Like, I already had the schedule planned out, and then I realized when I got back that, have you guys heard of the term digital nomad?
I've heard the term. I don't
I
know.
feel like I've heard, but no clue what
So
it means, right?
essentially, like a nomad, someone that
Yeah.
like doesn't have like a specific home, like moves around. But digital meaning that you make your money online. So digital nomad meaning
Trying to search it up.
brother.
Trying to find the YouTube explanation.
How to digital nomad.
Yeah. Okay, so come on.
Yeah. So basically, it's like my office is anywhere.
Yeah.
So like my whole thing, like when I go back from Bali, is like, okay, like I realize that now that I know that I proved to myself I can solo travel, I can do whatever whatever the fuck I want. So I'm like, my next step is now to make my office anywhere I want. My office, like I want my office to be an internet connection and a laptop. And
That
like,
would go down.
I can be in a cafe in freaking Peru or some shit like that. You know what I mean? And I'm still making money. So with that in mind, when I came back to Australia, I realized the only way I can do that is for me to substitute the income that I'm getting from my full-time job with something online. And like right now, I'm looking into like drop shipping, for example.
Oh man,
I've
been looking into that, bro.
But I already did like I make like decent off like crypto and stuff, but it's like it's not as stable as a full-time job. And that's really the main reason why I still have one, is because, well, like basically what 80% of the money that I make from a full-time job goes straight into investment. You know what I mean? And then like 20% will be like just for me. So it's like that 80% like just doubles and triples and so on and so forth. But like I hardly ever like take any money out, because I just like, I'm still young, you know what I mean? So I'm not even worried about, making an M until I'm like 28 or something like that. You know what I mean? So,
Damn. I was just going through my phone, and I came
got
across
pictures
a
of me, huh?
statement.
It's actually a screenshot of your crypto wallet.
A bit of research. But I came across a statement. I'm going to read it out. I want your thoughts on it, and everyone's thoughts on it as well. Right? So if you have plan B, plan A is more likely to fail. What do you think? Or do you agree? Do you disagree? What's your thoughts when you hear that? And I actually want to hear everyone's as well.
I think that, to a certain degree, that's pretty correct. Like, I would say that, like what you were saying before about putting 100% into something is way more likely for you to like take it that whole way. You get what I mean? So it's like if you're having plan B, then that's literally like allocating your time or like your thought somewhere else. And it's like that might be detrimental to whatever you're doing at the time. But it's like, yeah.
I was gonna say, I feel like it's not necessarily a explicit thing in terms of like, I don't think it's saying don't have contingency plans or risk management abilities, right? Like if you have a plan, like I want to do this, it's not saying like don't prepare for how you manage if this goes wrong. The mentality is that this is going to go right, and this is the only thing that I need for everything to be right. So I don't need a plan B because I want plan A only to succeed, right? But in doing so, I still need to have a understanding of how do I manage or minimize risk, or how do I manage if things do go wrong. The plan is for it not to go wrong. Like the plan is for it to be great, but if it does, how do I manage myself? But it's like, I think when you say plan A, plan B, it sounds like, okay, option one, option two. Okay, if option one fails, it's option two, as opposed to option one is the only option, but this is how I'm gonna manage it if things,
But I think that is what the statement is saying, though.
But
that, or is it saying options?
You're putting your eggs in one basket. You don't have a plan B. And you shouldn't have a plan B.
But I'm saying how you fix the situation isn't the plan B. It's still, the plan is still plan A. But how do I now reroute?
Yeah, it's
about not being rigid with that plan A, but like having a plan B almost to support going back into the plan A.
Yeah, like I'm getting in this house. I can walk through the door. If the door's not working, I'll jump through the window.
You know what I'm saying?
No, but that's still part of plan. That's still part of plan A. So I'll give you an example of plan A and plan B. Plan A is that entrepreneur, I'm trying to make it in music. Plan B is I go to office job.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right? Now that's plan A, that's plan B. Plan B has nothing to do with plan A, because plan B is in case plan A fails. I can't do that anymore. Now I have plan B.
Yeah, that's giving up though.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's not giving up. But that's not.
It is giving up because plan A is so different that you said, you know what, stuff that, I'm going to this.
No, but I'm saying that's what people think. It's like, okay, cool, I'm gonna do this. If this doesn't work out, this is gonna be my plan B, and that's what the question is referring to. It's like, if you think of a plan B, right, then you're most likely to fail with plan A.
Then I agree.
Then I agree in that sense.
The statement is true, but then there's another flip side of the statement of like, if in that case, like where I focus 100% on plan A only, if that works, amazing. If I give myself a plan B, if plan A doesn't work, it's not as devastating. But if I only have plan A and that doesn't work, that's way more devastating. So really pick which one you want.
But the thing is, like,
really devastated, or?
if you really only have plan A and plan A doesn't work, then that's when the mentality comes in. Is like, how do I work?
Plan A has to work.
Like
right?
for example, let's say I want to be an astronaut, and it's like, oh shit, bro, you don't have the height for it. You know what I mean? Like you can't even do it. You can't even do it.
That's what I mean. It's so much devastating.
But then you can be like, oh shit, I can still become an astronaut
engineer
in a movie or some shit. You know what I mean? I'm still an astronaut.
Bro, when the depression hits every day after you leave leave the set. That's not even real.
Literally just in a room that has green screen.
It wasn't even gravity, bro. Yeah, that was green screen, bro.
Bro, he doesn't even know what movie he's in until they show him afterwards. Wait, they have me jumping. I thought I was in space. Crazy trampoline. That's it.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, man.
There's your plan now.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
Oh my god.
It's almost like how much can you, bro? Okay, this is so funny because it goes in line with a play we watched yesterday. K-Box, shout out to them.
Oh, yeah.
It was a joke. The K-pop star in it was saying like you got to learn how to. He was doing it in a weird way. You got to learn how to swim in different lanes. That was his thing. Hey, I look like a weirdo right now. Yeah, that's what he did. That's exactly how it did. He's like swim in different lanes. Like he was taking the piss out of K-pop stars. Yeah, but it's so funny because it's like in that plan. Okay, what lane do I need to shift into now in order to actually get right back to this? Like, what do I need? Like, yeah, okay, I can't be a national because I'm too short. Can I still be an astro engineer or something? I don't know.
Yeah,
Can I get as close? Like, you know what I mean? Like, whatever. I don't know what it is. Like, that one's hard because you actually
'cause,
literally,
like,
you're literally
very
just too
specific.
short.
Yeah.
But even like surgeons or something like that, you know, like that's
Yeah, but my hands are too
Very-
shaky or something.
Yeah.
Become a robotic surgeon or something. Who knows? You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Wait, you ever
a
see that?
robotic surgeon.
You ever see that?
Oh yeah.
The robot.
No, like you control a robot.
Yeah.
No.
I'm like, what?
That's a Dr. Octopus or something, bro. Yeah. No, man.
Yeah, but how are we talking about all of this when our queen died?
Oh yeah, fine. Is this part of our days of mourning right now still?
It is 12 days, isn't it?
Shit, we're not
Yeah,
meant to do any
guys,
comedy.
bro. Bare
Yeah.
kid and laughing and that,
12
bro.
days
Looks
of
somber,
mourning.
bro.
This is meant to be a sad episode, man.
Yeah, bro. We should have started off with a half post or mast. I don't
Or
know.
memory
Trigger
silent or
warning.
something.
Yeah, trigger.
I'm
You
not-
guys are so rude. Lizzie's gone,
Trigger warning.
and y'all are making
This has affected
jokes.
you.
By the time this would drop, it would have been 6 days. So not even a week
6?
yet.
Has it actually? Oh,
Yeah.
Tuesday.
She
Yeah.
By the
died
time
on
it drops.
Kind
Wednesday,
of quick still.
I think. Yeah, but yeah, it's pretty sad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, are we sad?
I'm taking the camera off
Isn't
you
it?
right now.
Are we sad or?
What's going on?
Everyone be raw right now.
What's
Yeah?
the best meme you've seen?
Oh my gosh!
I saw some
Because
meme.
Guys
the one
getting
of her
cancelled.
running into XXX Tentacion and
Bro,
That
that's
one
kind of
was-
that's kind of fucked,
that one
bro.
finished me, bro.
She said,
Nah.
The guys were rapping.
"Bam." Nah, this-
I'm not-
the worst one
I'm not laughing at
was a
this.
Be Real, bruv.
Nah, that's
The
rude.
be real.
Was that Margaret Thatcher?
With the fire.
With her?
Yeah.
Margaret Thatcher and what's her son's
husband.
name or husband?
No,
The husband,
Prince
Philip.
Philip.
Yeah, bro, it was a Be Real. Yeah, is Lizzie? Obviously, you know Be Real. You have your photo and then the photo is Lizzie's. Post it up, bro. And then it's Prince Philip and Margaret Thatcher with flames behind
Flames.
them, bro.
Right.
I saw that.
Yay!
Ayo.
Didn't even
Like
see
her
that
body
one.
was not even cold, and the memes were
And the
fine.
beams
Oh,
are
well
flying.
erupted,
There's something wrong with our generation, but I kind of love it. But also, I kind of love it. Like, as in, I love that our attitude is like, what's the fun? Let's find
Our
it out.
attitude is life continues, right?
Yeah.
But
But
The thing is,
our etiquette is gone.
it's gone.
Yeah.
the thing is that somebody died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Real
That-
ass talk.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
somebody died.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the thing is like I said, I'm probably gonna get some like hate on what I'm saying right now.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
But
here it is.
to be honest, like I know a lot of people like have their own like opinions about the Queen, da 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 da. Like I seen somebody say rest in piss, bro. I was like,
Oi.
Yo, I saw that.
I could
too.
never. Yeah.
I was with.
I'm not gonna name
with a
names,
friend,
man.
And I was like, "That's wild. That's too
yeah,
much."
Yeah, that's
I'm
mad.
like, bro, like
'Cause that's
they were
a human
fuck
being
Queen,
at the end
fuck
of the
this,
day.
that.
Yeah.
But like at the end of the day, she's a human being. You know what I mean? And she passed away. But like I was talking to this English shorty, and she was saying, if you actually deep it, bro, like she's from what, like she was 19 or whatever when she became queen or what, like
26.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nah, no,
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah,
26.
yeah.
Yeah.
nah, I don't know.
All the
But yeah,
intricacies.
but that whole time, bro, she gave her life from living a normal life in order to take care of a whole commonwealth, like all these countries. Like she literally gave her life.
True, because she
To
really
do
didn't
that.
want to as well. That was the whole thing. She really didn't want to.
Yeah, like she had, she had to do all those things that she didn't want to do in order to take care of all these people. And it's like, I feel like a lot of people don't even see it
kill
that
Diana
way
and
and have
everything,
enough
bro.
respect for that.
Yeah.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But like I do see it from the point of view where it's like, she's part of this monarchy that
Finish the world, bruv.
yeah, colonized like Africa,
Colonized,
and like
yeah.
her jewels are from like the Congo and stuff. Like they need to be returned to this so and so.
But like, why aren't they returning it, bro?
Yeah, I don't
Like,
know
just
about
do
that.
it.
That's a whole other. That's a whole other.
Okay, but
thing.
what if the agreement? Because the biggest diamond she has is called the Kohinoor. It's from India. Right?
Come on, Kohinoor.
Right. And like apparently, it's
Are you
like
pronouncing that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
It's
He's like, I hope
it's
so.
a $40 million diamond or something. Just the
Oh,
diamond.
yeah.
That's not the 400 million.
400
No,
million.
no,
the
the
whole
crown
thing.
Yeah,
is
yeah.
400
Oh,
million,
yeah.
I think.
No, I think the diamond itself
No,
is
the
the
whole
400
crown. I
million.
think is
Whole
400.
crown.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
I'm pretty
yeah,
sure,
yeah.
yeah.
400
The whole
mils?
crown is 400 million.
400 M's,
Where they
right.
keeping that?
But that one diamond, that's the biggest diamond
Yeah,
or something like that.
like in
yeah?
existence, something like that. Yeah,
What if the deal was like, yo, India, you can have your independence. We got to keep this.
this diamond. Yeah, but like, why don't
Like,
you just
as
give
in
them
at
their
this
independence,
point-
bro?
I agree, but if that
Facts,
was
they
the
should have had
deal-
independence from Trump.
Like, why are they trying to get their independence?
that was the
Nigga stole a diamond and then said, "You know what? I'm gonna keep this."
Bro, stole the independence and the
And
diamonds.
the diamonds,
Oh my
I
yeah.
agree,
god.
it's mad. But if that was the deal that they struck,
Yeah.
be mad at your grandpa.
Nah,
not
100,
not
100.
the queen.
Nah, but the thing is, like, I feel like a lot of people, like, they can't
like
separate individual from an organization. Like, people are mad at the monarchy. They're mad. Like, instead of saying like "fuck the queen," they should be saying "fuck the monarchy." You know what I mean? Because it's like that's like the institution that she was born into, and like, you know, like at the end of the day, you don't know what she's dealing with. She's just doing the best she could. You know, I hope she was doing the best she could.
To an extent, I
It's
do
tough,
agree with
it's
that.
tough because I'm like, in one sense, yeah, like you're part of this institution and like crazy. The lineage has just done crazy things, yeah. But it's like now you're also the head of this whole thing, so
you get the blame.
Oh, wait.
kind of.
But now it's like quote unquote head.
Let me ask you a question.
Exactly,
yeah?
yeah.
Let me ask you a
Quote,
question.
unquote.
So it's like when Barack Obama went into office and niggas was like, "Oh, finally we got a black racism is over." You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he was ahead.
Yeah.
He was the head.
Yeah.
No,
There hasn't been a single racism since.
racisms. I haven't seen any racism.
But you get what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
No one's like, this is news to me. It's not over.
Look at me, I'm hanging with all my friends.
Oh, yeah.
to be fair, it's progressed a lot.
Yeah.
No, I don't lie
But
to
it's
us.
still-
Like
there's still
he's there,
Yeah.
and he's the head, and you're like, oh, you know, like
That's
why
a
aren't
very
you
good
doing anything?
comparison. Actually, it's a very good comparison. I think because I mean, we say she's the head. How much of it? Like, because same thing I say of
she's
politicians.
just a
They're all
part of the
figureheads, right?
institution.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
In
That's
my
what
mind,
something
it's
is
like,
there.
yeah, 100%. But I'm like, I mean, it's a very tough decision because if it's like my family is known for representing XYZ, and I'm just by chance, I've been born into this family, right? And I'm even talking on a local level. Let's say my family, it's a
Organized crime.
Yeah, okay, bet. Organized crime, right? I've been born into this organized
take
crime,
over
which is
next.
literally the monarchy. But I've been born into this, right? Organized crime institution in my family. And we're just known about that literally because of our blood, right? Let's say
Someone
I'm
could
an
just clip
individual.
this right here.
Huh?
Someone could just clip this right here.
Right. Bro, my dad's like, huh?
Organized crime?
That's me lecturing. Right. So, like, I could be a person that really wants to change this, right? Potentially. And let's say I'm born with my heart, you know, hurting for the people that I've seen damaged by the things that my family's done. To some extent, you're like, okay, but some people have been in that same position and they've become a martyr for the cause that they want to stand up for. And some people they felt that, they've done what they could, but they still were a part of the thing.
Perpetuated it.
That perpetuated the whole cycle. So in my mind, I'm like, she could have been someone who spoke out against some certain things or even apologized for some things that have been done. I don't think a single one of those has ever happened, right? And it's
I don't
like
think
to at least show that
You're not really good
you
at
understand, or you know what I mean, like to show that you have a
Acknowledgement.
stance,
An acknowledgement.
some acknowledgement, bro. So at least have some kind of an acknowledgement as opposed to I'm just complicit. I
But
don't
like the
know,
moment
oblivious,
you
or even
apologize,
oblivious.
the moment you apologize,
That
you
means
become
you just say-
guilty.
But that's, I mean,
Especially-
yeah. I mean,
no,
are
yeah,
you
but
not?
like- no, but for her,
Bro, the evidence is on your head, bro.
No.
Nah, I don't know.
I don't know. I
It's
don't know.
tough. It's real
Yeah,
tough.
it
to
is.
navigate.
More
Because
complicated.
you
It's
can't
very
do- you can't
intricate.
say that.
It's
Very
It
tough.
is.
It's very tough. I think for me, ultimately, like the whole thing is because of how I view life and the sanctity of life. I'm like, doesn't matter who the person is, and that's hard for me to say as well. Yeah, but it's like doesn't matter who they are, what they've done. Like I might heavily dislike them, try not to hate them, but I might hate them. But as soon as they're dead, I'm like, because I believe in like an afterlife and eternity and all that kind of thing. I'm like, and what I believe of heaven and hell, I'm like, I would still hope
Yeah,
heavy.
you don't wish that upon anyone.
You
kind
know
of
what
thing,
I mean?
Yeah.
'Cause I remember like in 2006 we that's when they what's it called, hung Saddam Hussein, yeah. And like our family like directly has a lot of people that have either died or indirectly because of the way he ran the country died because of him. You know what I mean? They live streamed hanging him, right, on like national TV and stuff. And we were in Jordan at the time, and we watched it, and I remember my dad like even then going like, it's crazy, like seeing this. In one sense, it's justice, right? On the other side, it's also like I'm not gonna be like I think at the time it was literally like I'm not gonna be like your uncle and just be like
Celebrate.
rest in peace, basically, is what my uncle was saying. Or like it's still like it's finished, you know, like that it's done.
It
like
doesn't need to
now
be-
it's literally between them and God.
Yeah.
You know, and that's kind of the feeling I have. Because on one hand, I didn't get all the people that's like crying and you know literally wailing. I don't know if you guys saw the video. There's one video that killed me. It's like on TikTok, this guy like just standing on a lamppost. Like there's some Asian guy in the UK. And he's like, ah! Like literally like that crying.
Wait, because the Queen died.
Yeah. Bro,
I've
people,
never
trying
seen
to,
anyone cry like that,
people
bro.
trying to console him and everything. That, I'm like, yeah, he's like,
The guy's going, Auntie!
she doesn't know you. Look, he doesn't like
If she did, you wouldn't be allowed in the country.
But I was like, that's extreme. But then there's also people where I'm like, bro, I'm clicking through story after story of you telling me why she's a horrible person. It's like, both of you just shut up. Like, enough.
But like the person's dead. Like it's a human being.
Exactly.
at the
They
end
can't
of the
defend
day.
themselves.
That's what. Yeah. That's the same thing I was saying too. Like, it's hard for you to talk about someone when they don't even have an opportunity to say something back to you. Like, not that she would. Not like she would look at this
Yeah,
podcast and be like, oh, run it back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like. Just the fact that the person can't even be here to have the opportunity to defend themselves, it's like, should you even be speaking on them like that?
So where was all this energy before? I don't understand.
Nah, they ain't been there.
I think it was
just
there.
yeah.
A lot of people don't like the
I didn't see
royal
this
family. A lot
anywhere.
of people are obsessed with them.
Yeah, bro.
I didn't like
To
them. I
this
wasn't
day, yeah.
sure.
It's a bit of
To this
both.
day, I just do not like. I really
don't get
actually
upset.
don't ever think about them, bro.
Yeah. I have a kid and everyone goes, oh my God, Archie.
Bro, I was so angry when the weddings were happening,
Right.
and they were just I'm like, bro.
Right, in England, that's what the Kardashians are like. You know what I mean? It's like their Kardashians.
But the
You know what I mean?
Kardashians
It's actually mad.
Oh my god.
So what major changes can we expect? Because I was reading a few, like, what major changes will happen.
I mean, we got a public holiday
Yeah,
on
on
the
the
22nd.
22nd.
Yes, sir.
So is that official?
Last episode we were saying, where's Alba? Alba made a good call.
Oh, was that Albert? Yeah, he's doing his job.
Hey, so it's official, yeah?
Yeah, bro. Got 2 public holidays in a row.
I actually got to call out work on Monday, but like, hey, also, are you guys with this public holiday thing or what?
Bro, what?
But
The Prime Minister
everyone.
has
but-
said we have a public
So Prime
holiday.
Minister actually said it?
Yeah, this
'Cause
morning.
I saw it today, but I wasn't sure
Yeah,
if it's
yeah.
confirmed official or
No,
not.
he made a statement. Now they're trying to figure out if it's a yearly thing or if it's just.
I think it should be.
be.
I think it should be.
Because I don't know how long
Think
it's
it's
gonna
an
take me to
admin
like get
issue.
over it,
bro,
bro.
the way-
Bro, that's Big Lizzie, bro. Y'all represent Lizzie. I represent Lisbeth, bro. That's you know what I mean. Like,
No, wait,
might take
it
a
can't
bit.
be every year. Can
bro,
it?
how dare you? God save the Queen, bro.
It's like the
let
day
me
of
take my
mourning.
time.
God save the king now.
To
God
remember
save the
her.
king.
Wait, hold on. So yeah, because
To
apparently
remember
people are
her.
saying King's birthday.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, I'm
obviously it's gonna
down.
be King's birthday.
I'm down for
Yeah,
that.
it's-
Yeah.
it's
So
gonna
two
change.
public holidays.
Yeah, 'cause
so,
she doesn't have a birthday anymore.
so you're saying 22nd of every 22nd of September of every year, and King's
that's-
birthday.
Probably.
Is that what you all want?
Wait, what?
Are you? No,
Yeah, why, bro?
No.
I'm with it,
No,
but
the only reason I'm not with it is small business owners, bro. That hurts them. That really hurts them.
Wait, what? How?
Wait, why?
Because now you got to pay everyone's wages for a public holiday.
Oh no, just close.
Come on, but just one day, but come on.
Nah, no, you fight for the cause, bro.
Nah, see, because I'm trying to be a business owner with employees. Yeah.
Niggas heated.
Wait, you have the
pay
day
them.
off.
You can have the day off, and you can just
It's
pay
a
them
public
normal.
holiday. You're not a
I
restaurant
know,
or something.
no, but you still have to. No, but if they work for you, like,
Bro, you
No, that's
also
only
like
day
don't
one,
have to like
okay?
work every day
I'm a
with your
capitalist,
field.
buddy.
No, it depends on how you're going about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, let's say
Shout out
hypothetically,
Lisbon.
I have a marketing agency. Yeah, hypothetically,
Don't market on the damn Friday.
bro. But if I have full-time employees,
But like you're gonna pay them regardless,
No,
bro.
okay.
yeah,
Why
but now I'm
can't
not
you give
getting
them the-
work out of them.
No, wait, hold on.
Capitalist and a
Wait,
tyrant.
go explain to me, how are you going to pay them public holiday rate?
Yeah, they don't get public holiday rates if
Yeah.
they're full time.
Who's talking about public holiday rates? I'm talking about pay.
Yeah, wait. If they're full time, then you're calm. Then
not
actually,
working
salary.
that day.
It's a salary thing.
What
Oh, but you're
For a
saying
day
because you
less
didn't
of
get
work.
no.
Bro, this guy's so stingy, bro.
Bro, I thought.
Wait, but I
Right.
think you don't do the Queen's birthday, so now it's the King's birthday. Like the one day just switches to.
Yeah,
But
now
he's
imagine
mad
there's
about the
King's
death.
birthday and the other one.
Bro,
You gotta
it's
day
like,
of
what
mourning.
the
As in the death day.
$500? Oh, wow.
All right, yeah, no. At my size,
No, bro, let me say what's funny. You started off like you're fighting for the cause, and now you're just fighting for yourself.
I don't want to pay.
No.
If you're
I
not
don't
gonna
want
work.
them to pay with no work.
Bro, but you know what? You know what?
Imagine you got 10 employees,
Bro,
though.
bro, we'll give you the money. Happy?
No, we won't.
Imagine you have 10 employees, though, yeah?
Yeah.
Average salary is 80K.
Yeah,
All right?
One
That
day.
actually adds up, bro.
yeah.
That's literally people's
Bruv,
major
you're gonna be
complaint.
making big banks. It
Bro,
doesn't matter
if you have
anyways,
that many
it's alright.
employees, you're clearly making
So you're
But
clear.
I don't know. I don't know if
not-
this is true, but like, surely the government would like subsidize some of those.
Nah,
There you
holidays,
go,
right?
baby.
Nah,
They
nah.
don't.
See?
I think this guy just say.
See, now those non-fungible titties, now you have a problem too.
Said no fungible titties.
Was that NFTs? Yeah.
It's not titties.
Wait, what?
Oh
That was
my
amazing,
God.
bro. That was amazing.
I've been holding
it in
Nigga said NFTs, yeah.
That was amazing.
But yeah, I am curious if we're gonna get two.
I guess we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening.
Yeah, it's mad, bro.
Yeah, man.
Rip.
Day of mourning and
Oh,
that.
but also the money's gonna change, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, so everyone hold them coins down because in 45,000 years, bro, it might be vintage. I don't know.
45,000.
I just know it's going to take a long time before it's vintage, bro.
So yeah, the notes, coins,
Yes,
everything.
sir.
change.
Elizabeth, bro. Shout out.
Passport
Man.
as well.
What?
Yeah, wait, what?
What? That's what I read, bro.
You don't have.
That was very uncalled for.
Damn, that's crazy.
Just because I don't have a passport here.
Wait, bro, I have not seen the Queen on our
Yeah, where
passport.
does she?
No, not for us.
Also, you know how like the Queen
Yeah.
gives you a letter when you hit 100 years old?
Is it?
Oh,
Yeah,
not
but
anymore.
can you imagine people that have been holding for the letter?
Oh,
They're like,
and now there's no Queen.
Oh damn.
But do you reckon it's
Imagine
personalized?
you hit
That's the
100 this
king.
week.
Oh.
Bro, no, because there's
Quiet.
definitely people in the Commonwealth that have hit 100 this week. Is it a generalized or personalized letter? But, does it? does-
I really doubt it's
It can't be.
personalized, bro.
like,
Nah, but
that-
surely she could personalize it.
like,
How many people are turning 100 though
Exactly.
in a day? No, it's a lot.
Nah, it's a lot.
There'd
but-
be a lot
Wait,
of
wait,
people.
wait, wait,
Right, she's
wait.
probably just like, nah, it's not a lot.
yeah, it's actually not a
no.
lot. No, it's actually not a lot.
In the whole
At least
Commonwealth,
100
there literally
people.
Oh,
wouldn't be
Commonwealth.
one person a day.
Oh, yeah, come on. Yeah. Dude.
In the whole Commonwealth, nah, maybe like 10.
A day?
Bro, not even.
Yeah,
The
probably.
Nah,
population
then
of the
again,
Commonwealth
that.
is probably
Probably
like
not even, like
300
3,
million.
bro. Like 3.
Bro, and what else is she doing, fam?
I don't know.
All she has to do is
Who's
write
actually
3 different names every day, bro.
You don't know, bro. You don't know what she's up to.
Yeah, what's she doing, man?
know
I
what
she's
mean,
doing.
now we know. But then,
Well,
then it was quite.
Escape XXX.
Nah, but honestly though, like, yeah, it's just sad for the fam. Obviously, like some people have lost their
Yeah, like,
grandmother,
that's
you know what I mean,
yeah.
and their
That's
wife
the
and
point I was
sister
saying,
all in
bro.
one because they were doing a lot of
Imagine
incest.
being like a kid that was like, that's your grandma. You're scrolling through Twitter. And then, damn.
Yeah,
That would be, that would be
that's wild.
depressing.
Why is
bro.
no one's talking about Archie's feelings?
Huh?
Who's Archie?
That's
Is that?
Well, Archie is the which one's that? That's Megan.
That's the
Meghan
half blood.
and
The
Harry.
Megan, the half blood, bro.
He said Harry
That's what
Potter.
sent her
and
off the
Half-Blood
edge, bro. That's what sent the queen off, bro. She said, "I'm out, bro. I'm head out." Bro, that's mad.
Damn.
No, but 96, bro.
Freedom, not rights.
Bro, 96 is a good run, man.
Yeah, no, she had a good life. She
That's
lived,
wild,
she lived
bro.
long.
She couldn't even write a letter to herself. That's crazy.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh my gosh, I didn't did that. I didn't do
but 96 is actually so long.
It's a long time, bro. Like she saw a lot, bro.
Bro, like she
Yeah.
was born.
Like she saw.
early
Oh,
19s,
she would have.
yeah.
No, she would have.
19.
So she
Bro,
missed
she's
the
the first
14th.
1926?
The first prime minister that they had,
Mathematics is adding up. 1926.
the first prime
Yeah,
minister
right.
during her reign was Winston
Yeah.
Churchill.
Mad.
How mad's that?
Bro, Tommy Shelby and
Bro,
that
she been
Peaky
seeing
Blinders,
shit.
bro.
she been living.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Rest in
Well,
peace, man.
Rip.
It's also like it's kind of crazy. Little kids now will think that there's just a king, and not know that. Like, cause in our mind, it's a queen.
Bro, like, cause she been outside for a long time. I mean, yeah, 96 years old. But yeah, like our whole
Bro,
life.
she's older than our parents.
What has she done?
Literally.
I don't know.
To be, like, what has she done?
Talking real practical. We'll probably have to search it up. There might be some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Has to be some
I
stuff.
reckon if you look
But
into it,
Well, I
you'll
saw
see.
this interview. Snoop Dogg was like, he was trying to get into the UK, and then they were like, "No, you can't do that." And then like it was full on like national news or something like that. They full had a headline on like newspaper,
Yeah.
and then this nigga's on like a interview, radio interview, and it's like, guess who came to my rescue?
No way.
This nigga said, the Queen, nigga. What? He said it just like that
That's
too.
elite.
It's like the Queen, nigga.
On some Drake. Drake kind of vibe, huh? Just out here partying people.
I went through the comments. It was like, bro, Snoop is valid in any
He
hood.
makes him valid, bro. He's everyone's unk.
I legit think he's the most famous rapper of all time.
It actually might be.
Yeah, nah, his face is just iconic
guy's
in that sense.
everywhere.
Yeah,
He is.
He's bro, side missions. We
You
said
know when he was
it.
doing the menu log ads?
Menu log,
Yeah.
yeah.
My dad
Yeah.
was like, oh, Snoop Dogg.
Bro, low key, like that was kind of corny. I'm not gonna lie. I
Nah,
was like, bro, that bad, huh?
bro, nah, the part that hurt me is menu log has another name in like in Europe, yeah?
Yeah.
Like, that, I don't know what it is, but it's like easy or something like that, yeah? And he did the exact same rap, and then at the end he just spelled out eat easy instead of M-E-N. You know how he was doing
Oh,
that?
yeah,
And I was like,
yeah,
oh my god, bro, you actually don't care about Australia.
No. Monies, bro. Monies.
The thing is, yeah, he probably got a big ass bag.
Yeah,
for
for
that,
sure,
bro.
for
Nah, side missions is bad, bro.
What's up?
I wanted to share this with you guys though, and get your take on it. All right.
Alright.
So I did God's work yesterday. Okay. So
Amen.
I said
I wonder what you did, bro.
I did God's work, but then I'll get your take on it. I haven't even told you. So someone ordered something, right? And he's okay. Yeah, someone ordered something. It was just a massive item, and he pulled up to pick it up, but it's obviously way too heavy. He didn't have a car.
Why are you being vague about that?
No, like,
I know.
it's just it's unnecessary
you are
information.
an
Actually, it
organised
does
crime.
actually help to visualize it. It was a massive roll of vinyl, a vinyl roll.
I'm struggling to see how this is God's work, but yeah.
Wait on, man. A massive vinyl roll.
Go on.
Pulls up, no car, is with a friend, and has a trolley. Massive roll. Like, it's actually super heavy, fam. And he's like, puts on the trolley. He's like, I'm just going to walk to the station.
Oh.
Yeah, just going to walk to the station. Me and my friend will get it on, and then we'll carry it and walk it home, and we'll bring the trolley back at some point in time. I was like, that's a bit techie, bro. Like, we'll try and figure out this. Oh, maybe you want to get delivered? It's like, nah, like, I might just, it's just a bit expensive. There's no availability today anyway, da-da-da-da. I was like, you know what? I'll just book you an Uber XL, put it in the back of the car, and take it home. So I did that. Booked this dude. And, let me preface it as well.
Did you know how far he lived?
Berwick. He told me Berwick area, yeah? So it wasn't too far away. Maybe 10-minute drive. But he's fresh to the country as well. So he couldn't book the Uber himself, right?
He couldn't.
Couldn't, because literally fresh to the country. And he showed me his account.
Going around buying
Bro,
vinyl.
Bro, yeah, I know.
Get your vinyl.
Like, not like, maybe like 2 months kind of fresh, but like sussing at the house, whatever. Vinyl must be big back home, I don't know. Shows the account as well. Like, his account is like, oh, dear, this is my account. It was quiet for the peas, yeah? I said, I bet. He was
quiet?
Yeah, it was not crazy.
Banking.
So I said, all
You
right.
buying some vinyl?
But yeah, I thought that after.
You got
Nigga
dinner,
need
buddy?
some groceries,
Right. So I did God's work and I said, I bet, here's the Uber XL. Take that. They'll drop you off home and you can get the vinyl home. What are you guys' thoughts on that? On helping someone out.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah, like,
So that's what I told my sister. And then I continued to say, I showed him my account so he could transfer me the cost of the trip.
Wait, you what?
Bro, it didn't clock my mind to just bless him with the
Wait,
trip.
I thought you let him have a free like Uber
Wait,
ride.
wait,
Like, gave me,
Yeah,
so
wait,
he paid
wait,
you?
wait.
He gave me the cash. Bro, like it didn't clock my mind.
I take the
How's
clap
that
back.
God's work?
That's not God's
It
work,
didn't
bro.
clock my mind, bro. To actually, like, I was like, whoa, like, I was so shook that I actually it didn't cross my mind in that moment to just be like, here, hold the Uber and just go.
Did he want to take the Uber in the first place, or did you suggest
How
it?
much was the Uber?
It was like $23 or something like that.
Wow.
No. He was willing to pay for like $70 or something for the delivery. There was just no opportunity for it. So he was gonna,
Bro, you did God's work. You saved $50.
bro. But in my mind, I was like, damn, I actually didn't think that I should just bless this guy with the oobs.
The way you set up the story,
Yeah,
though.
I thought
Bro,
you
because
were-
in my
you
mind,
were
it was
free.
still God's work when I told my sister, and then I was like, yeah, and then he gave me the money. She's like, wait, what? What do you mean you gave me the money?
God's working this.
I don't know, bro. I really thought I helped the person out still, bro. And, like, it actually made me laugh so much. I said, bro, I actually didn't think about just letting this guy.
Wow.
Actually didn't cross my mind, bro.
You might be a bad person.
Bro, I thought, bro, I was so.
It would have been cheaper for him to go on the train,
train, bro.
like his normal route.
No, but he would be still walking right now.
Probably wouldn't have touched on either.
That's a fine too, bro.
Right. I actually I said, damn, bro. Like, I didn't know myself in that moment, bro. I actually thought I was a good person this whole time. And I said, damn.
So you
man.
held that high, yeah? All the way home.
No. It was just like, I wasn't, I mean, I didn't ask for all the money. He gave me, he still had a couple coins, you know what I mean? But I was just like, I was like, oh, no, it felt good, bro. I helped him out. Bro, it just happened all quick. And I said, damn.
You didn't even do. Oh no.
Don't worry about it.
The guy gives
no,
the
you
money.
said-
Wow.
Self trip.
Bro, I was so shook when I look back on
The
it.
guy's going to the Daniel. $5 is missing.
Right. I mean, it was. Trust, it was me. But in my mind, though, like looking back, I'm like, every time that I've done something like that has actually been didn't ask for it back, I've had that prompting to do that moment. It's so funny that in this moment, I literally just had
Say I'm surprised.
nothing like prompted me to actually be like, just let them hold it down, kind of
Money's
thing.
been on your mind a lot recently.
Bro, who knows if that's the mindset, bro?
Like, and now you're like, no, my coins are my coins.
Who knows, bro?
Do you feel like you're being greedy lately?
Okay, now you're dragging it, bro. That's genuinely now you're being funny, bro. But like, I'm
When's
like,
the last time you've been generous?
bro, but like, I'm actually thinking, I was like, yo, like, that, like when I thought back and I was like, bro, that's not me. I was like, damn, that's actually wild, bro.
I'm very surprised.
Yeah, no, I was actually shook, bro. So you guys would have just let them hold it down, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, calm.
I don't know about that.
I don't know.
I'm not preaching that I'm doing God's work.
Because it doesn't happen often. That's why. That's why I think if something like that happened, I'd be like, yeah, just keep the money,
But I'm
you
at
know.
my job.
And I know you're struggling.
I'm in work mode. Like, I'm here to earn money, not lose
So I'm on the
it.
grind still.
I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'm just different.
But yeah, it's crazy, bro. So I've been feeling bad all night, bro. I was actually gonna pull up to the crib because I got the address. Put them,
And what, give the money back?
but,
In the mailbox.
but then I was like, now that I'm like, is the guy gonna get freaked out? Like, yo, hey. Like, it was one time, bro. Like, why you at my house now, bro?
Just go find out what he's doing with all the vinyl.
With the vinyl, yeah? But it's mad, it's mad.
I'm thinking like, how's
Murder,
nigga down bad but buying vinyl?
Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
When I started doing maths on that as well, I said, man, he's making bad financial decisions anyway, bro.
What's going on? That was my first thought. You know,
Oh,
the guy's
man.
fresh in the country. The account is down bad, and he's like, let me go get a roll of vinyl. I need that. Get some groceries.
But good.
Buy a fridge.
Nah, man. Anyways, man, I wanted to get that off, bro. The fridge. There wasn't no backstory to that joke right there, bro. Now I wanted to get that off my chest, see how y'all felt, but now I just feel even worse. So that's great.
no,
Nah, all good. All good,
I
man.
know God's work, cuz.
What else is popping though, man? What else is happening though? Anything else crazy in the world?
So what's coming up next for you?
Yeah.
Man?
What's coming up next for me? So basically, in terms of music, I'm gonna keep like stacking up the audios, the visuals. It's kind of keeping it in the bank, and then figure out like a release schedule later. Like I said, I wanted to release. I already had stuff lined up to release by like the end of this month, and then end of next month, so on and so forth. So I had like 5 I think releases already like planned out. But then with my trip, like I realized that I just want to focus more on building a sustainable business right now, where I can get that flow of income like continuously, no matter where I'm at. That way, I can take the 9 to 5 off and then focus on those specific projects, which is the NFT stuff, Gallery and Co. My music, like Dexavier, and any other business ventures I have.
Pops
I
up
can't
on,
talk
yeah.
about now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
bet. Yeah. Feel that, man. What you about to say?
Oh, you had a nice. You also said who's the Minister of Enjoyment. I want to find out what you're thinking.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is dope because actually another stream that you have
Yeah.
is your MC and stuff that you
MC.
do all different events, right?
Yeah.
So it's like there's a backstory to this question. Are you in a relationship right now?
No.
Okay. Bet. Do you see yourself? Because the context of this is in a relationship context, but do you see yourself as a Minister of Enjoyment? Are you a Are you a facilitator? Are you a facilitator of good times?
Do you facilitate fun?
Yeah. Like if you're in a social setting, would you be the facilitator of the good time?
That's
Like if you're not
subjective.
there.
That's subjective. Bro. But I would say,
Okay, Minister of Enjoyment is an appointment, so it's objective. Yeah.
as a MC,
You
like
are.
I'm there to do a job, and that is my job. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So it's like yes, but a lot of people like they might see me in that light because really, if you don't actually know me, like or you'll see me like MCing, jumping, going crazy up on stage, or you'll see me like on my Instagram or something, just doing some rapper shit. You know what I mean, or something like that. But in reality, I feel like I'm kind of like calm and collected most of the time. So like when I'm in social settings, a lot of people like they're like,
Bro, where's there not a
Where's the
microphone in your
highest?
hand,
Yeah,
bro?
where's
is this the guy that was jumping up and down like 3 hours ago? But in reality, I'm kind of like not shut off. What's the word? Like reserved.
Yeah.
I suppose like my energy is actually kind of like reserved, and I'm just kind of like there, just watching. Like some people could come talk to me and stuff. Like I'm not really like that outgoing. And a lot of people actually might not know this about me, but like I had like kind of have still, but like, I had really like bad anxiety when I first started. But it was like that whole pushing myself to be in an uncomfortable position. Like now, like when I say that to people, they're like, "No, you don't." Bro.
Quit capping, dog.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because like, how can
They don't
you
see
know,
that, yeah.
you know, be like, people just don't see it. But in reality, it's like I'm really just like a reserved, quiet person. But like in terms of like what my job is, like I put myself in that uncomfortable position, and now I'm comfortable with it because I've done it for so long. But yeah, like I don't know if like I would say I'm the
Minister of
of
Enjoyment.
enjoyment.
Yeah. Real quick on the MC thing, bro. I hated it the one time I did it, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
Why?
gosh,
Talk to me.
Because it's not me, bro. It was worst day of my life, bro.
Why?
I told everyone. I said I can't do this, bro.
You lost your voice literally right after. You just didn't know what to
Because
say.
one thing is like typically you gotta swear when you're doing MC, right?
Yeah.
I don't swear, so it's like it didn't
You
happen.
don't have to.
Nah, it's
It's the same. It's like
it
comedy.
doesn't hit the same.
It's like comedy that's
It
like
just doesn't.
clean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
clean comedy, it doesn't hit the
The
same.
thing is like that word holds so much power.
You know what I mean?
Like when Dex goes,
Bro, turn up! I'm dead.
yeah, and I'm like, bro.
So yeah, it wasn't happening. Bro. Yeah, so it was quiet for that. The question why I'm asking, do you like? Okay, aside from a relationship, do you guys think you're a minister of enjoyment? Because I believe that I can.
Wait,
I know how to-
why is the relationship aspect in there?
I'll bring it up. It's funny, it's mad funny.
I can see, yeah.
I believe that I know how to curate a good time in terms of if we're planning something, or if it's going out somewhere, or like, guys, what do we want to do tonight? Okay, let's do this. Let's do that. I feel like I'm good at planning a good time. So I believe I'm a minister of enjoyment. Yo, what do you?
Are you asking for validation right now?
Validation, but that's one side. But also, what do you think about yourselves? Yeah, what do you think about yourselves?
Yeah.
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 No, this is like,
Hey, what do we think, guys?
wait. Yeah. Was this like planning something, or was this like?
Do you think you can bring the good time?
vibes.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's dead, can you be the one that people can trust in
Yeah.
to
Bring
be
it
like,
alive.
yo, yeah, hey.
I know
Cole.
one guy like that,
Yeah.
Majak.
Yeah.
100%.
This guy will walk in the room
100%.
and he will light up a room like.
Right.
See that?
Yeah.
100%.
Wild, bro. Yeah.
But-
nah, that's a minister of enjoyment
That's
for sure.
top
That's a
two.
good
Top
thing
two?
to
Yeah.
Top two minister of enjoyment right there.
Top two ministers.
Yeah? All right.
Yeah.
You were going to say you think of one time?
Yeah.
What?
Like went to like karaoke like with friends.
Oh, okay.
Oh shoot.
Nah, that's good as.
So like you went to enjoyment.
Hey, what were you
Enjoyment
thinking of?
itself.
No, yeah, that's good as.
Because clearly you have something in mind.
Moving on. Nah. Wait, so is that the one time like you ministered?
Some enjoyment.
Enjoyment.
You rationed some enjoyment, bro.
And no, what do you think?
We're rationing around here.
And no, what do you think of yourself?
Hey, one laugh each. Yeah,
moving stingy with the enjoyment, bro.
yeah I think I can. I think I can like pattern up a nice time or whatnot. But I think I lean more towards like if we were like minister of jokes, like if
Of
you're,
jokes?
if you're around me,
Yeah, you are.
everyone's gonna laugh.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But I think I prefer that bag anyway. But yeah, I'll do minister of enjoyment too.
I think also. Oh, sorry.
No.
Yeah,
Go.
I think also like I would say like we're all part of entertainment industry. So it's like whether you like it or not,
In some
People
capacity.
expect it.
it's kind of part
Yeah,
of you.
100%.
Yeah.
It's that part of you that like sometimes like you might go somewhere you might not be feeling the certain type of way, but then once you start, you know what I mean. That
Gotta bring that mood up.
That
Yeah.
energy comes out.
Yeah. What you
So
say?
yeah, go.
I think I'm a bit more reserved as well. Yeah, I definitely like to take the back
Because
seat.
it answers my second question. In your relationship, Do you think you're the minister of enjoyment in the relationship? That if you're tasked with planning a date night, actually not even a relationship, even if it's a date night, right, or taking someone out, do you think that you can be tasked with being able to put together a great time that you'll both like? Your track record is a Floyd Mayweather track record with.
Oh my days!
You're
bigging up yourself right
and
now.
just good times.
Bigging up himself.
Because I'ma say 100,000%.
You guys say top tier, but not tier.
Bro, I am the minister of enjoyment in this relationship.
Haven't lost a match.
Don't make it seem like I don't know how to
No,
plan a good time as
We'll
well.
have some more context. We'll have some more context. More sugar to the story, bro. Yeah?
I think I'm too.
Yeah?
Never lost.
Because yesterday,
Oh.
I mean, you got a story too, innit? Yesterday, I think I'd said, because I'm always thinking ahead of like, yo, on this date, let's do something. I don't know what it is yet. If I have something in mind, I'll do it. But, you know, Ma always asks, like, she wants to have, you know, a bit of time. You know, she wants the opportunity to plan as well. But the only reason that it doesn't come around and she falls back on letting me do it is because she's had a couple
L's.
couple mishaps.
Booked the wrong movie.
What does poet say? Couple howlers. She's had a couple howlers sometimes, bro. But I'm pretty 50-0, 51-0 with the enjoyments, yeah. But yesterday we trusted it to Mara, right? And she sent a TikTok during the week of yo, let's go to this place. So mom, and she's like, yeah, we're gonna, yeah. My mom was like, oh, bit, okay, this is where what we're gonna do. And I was also randomly, I was like, oh, let's go even just like watch a footy game or something, and we can do this after because we've never done it.
You did not say
This
that
was randomly.
early.
This is on the day, I'm saying, on the day.
Yeah, that's crazy. I wanted to go footy yesterday as well.
Bro, and then the craziest
saw a
part is we
friend
saw some friends randomly and
who
they're
was
going to the
going.
footy. I'm like, bro, we should have gone footy. Anyways, it was Marl's day to trust. Yeah. It was trusting in Marl's hands. Yeah, it was trusting in Marl's hands, yeah.
This is not loaded at all.
Right. So then the TikTok thing, turns out we weren't going there.
What do you mean? Why?
Bro, I don't know. Marl, Minister of Enjoyment,
What
decided to.
happened?
I actually don't know.
Answer
Explain.
yes or no. Did you do this? Yeah. Did you search what's on tonight, Melbourne?
Maybe.
Wait, so what is the TikTok?
Definitely.
What? Yeah, wait,
I
actually, I didn't ask you what
to
happened.
be honest, I actually don't know what happened and
Like,
why
why
we
didn't you-
end up. I don't know. I just don't know. Something said, let's just do something else.
Bro.
She
And we
panicked because she's
did.
gonna lose again. I don't know.
Cuz. So she books us
what was
this
that?
theater
Yeah, I
show,
saw
right? Just this random theater show. And I thought, because we've been wanting to go to Hamilton for time, but Minister of Enjoyment over here has got in the way of us playing that. I set up a date. She goes, nah, I don't know what's going to happen on that day. Nothing ended up happening. We didn't end up going to Hamilton either. Still haven't gone. Anyways, trusted it in her for yesterday to play yesterday.
Get it out, guys.
Right, now it's so funny, bro. It's
Couple
hilarious.
therapy over here.
Anyways, yeah. So she's like, "Oh, we're going to a theater show," and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, like Hamilton?" She's like, "No, like no," and I'm like, "Ah, she's joking around. Like we're gonna walk, and then I'm gonna see Hamilton." And she's like,
You're excited about it
"Bro,"
too.
and then
yeah?
she's like, "No, like promise it's not Hamilton." I said, "Bro, so what show is this, bro?"
Some local shit.
Us. So we're walking, yeah. She's like, "Bro, this is the part that kills me." We get on
There's
the
a little door next to Hamilton.
so we get on the tram. We get on the tram, right?
Thank you.
And she's like, "Yeah, we got to go a couple stops and then get off here, bro." I'm
Wait,
seeing
you
us.
didn't even pay for an Uber?
No, tram haps. I'm seeing us past all the enjoyment, bro. All the lights, yeah. I'm seeing us
I think
past,
we should get off here.
bro. Because I'm like, are you sure we're not like getting off here? Like it's not this one. We passed.
Hey, everyone's walking this way.
Bro, no, like that's what happened.
Literally.
Everyone's walking. I
All
said,
the footy people are walking past us. We're going.
bro, all the footy people are walking past, all the enjoyment people. I said, bro, like where are we
Where
going?
you two going?
Because we passed NGV, we passed the art center with the fake Eiffel Tower in front of it, passing everything, yeah. We're on the outskirts of the city and the lights are gone, bro. There's no lights, yeah. And it's just dirt roads, bro.
The map said
And
you're right.
she's like, yeah, I think it's that building over there. I just see a dark building, bro. I said, wow, what have you done to us? I said, what have you actually done,
It
bro?
was good though, wasn't it?
Anyways, we walked there.
Anyways. What a response.
Right. Turned out it was a good show. And I actually really enjoyed the
Hey,
night.
shut up, bro.
Show.
You said they didn't even have microphones.
Yeah, no, but it was a good show. It was a good show. The show, like,
It was an
I
intimate
say
setting.
all of this just to show what I had to go through in order to get to the night of enjoyment. Yeah, but it ended up being a great show.
was a good time.
I salvaged the night by getting us a good place to eat, too,
Yeah.
this, that. But I was like, let's say we didn't go to that good place to eat. I don't know how successful the night
Then
the
he
night would
said,
have been.
let me take it from here, bro.
But it made me realize, yo, like there actually is that person in a relationship that you actually have to be the one that's trusted with the good time, because if it's in the other person's hands, it's quiet, bro.
This
It's
guy,
quiet,
yeah.
bro.
I
But
feel
I'll
like
have
you had a good time,
Yeah, it was
You
good.
had
It
a
was
good
good. It
time.
was
That's
good.
all that
It's
matters.
hilarious, yeah. 'Cause
Bro.
I booked what do you call it, like a date night. This other time, beautiful docklands, views, all that, yeah. And then my girl's like, "Oh, this is nice." I said, "Dope." And then a couple of weeks later, she's like, "Oh, babe, get ready, surprise date night."
And then she just ran the whole play again.
Bro, she took me to the same spot. You won't believe it. The Russians next door. Bro, literally, I'm like, oh yeah.
How'd
you find out about this?
Cause the boss man said, "Hey,
And I was like, yeah, dead night, huh? Surprise.
God.
bro, man. Is that you that guy?"
Yesterday was I'm definitely that person. Because yesterday, so the last 2 weeks, I've been working crazy. I've been doing my job and a co-worker's job, yeah? Because he was away. I was working heaps. And I was like, actually just, some parts I was stressed, but overall just tired, yeah? So this is maybe Monday or something, even the Sunday night, I was like, hey, for Saturday, I'll have Saturday fully free. Why don't you plan the day? Just because I'm mad busy, right? She's like, yeah, I'll do it.
He's already laughing. That's what.
She's like, pick me up. She said, you pick me up.
I'll be ready at 5:30.
Bottom line, because I like to drive, yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, you pick me up at 10, and then 10:30 we'll go like brunch, and then we'll, because we're both Christians, she's like, we'll do our devotions, all the stuff.
Ooh, good start.
Yeah. And then we were invited to this 1-year-old's first birthday. Yeah.
1-year-old's first birthday. Thanks, no.
You know.
1-year-old's first birthday. Oh my god.
I didn't even clock that.
and then after that, she was like, I booked massages. I was like, yeah, cool. And then I assumed dinner after and whatever, yeah.
Whatever.
So
What do you mean by
no, not like that.
Don't tell it whatever.
Talk to me.
Right.
Right, I pick her up. I was a bit late because my dad wanted to chat about some stuff, whatnot. 10:20, I get to hers. She pushed the reservation back a little bit. We have breakfast. I was like, we can do the devotion? She's like, nah, not in the mood. I was like, hey, fair enough.
Good start.
Fair enough, all right? Neither, to be honest. All right. Then I was like, oh, we need to purchase something. So we ended up at like a Kohl's just to head to the birthday. We head to the birthday, and then she's like, it's around 3. The massages are booked for 4. She's like, all right, we got to dip now. So we leave. And like,
Talk about when she showed you.
so the day before, she realized that the massages were like she bought it on Groupon. Yeah, cool. I'm actually all for saving
100%.
money.
Yeah.
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 But like, also, let's do something cool. Like when we save our money, yeah. So she books, and then she reads the fine print later when it comes into her email. Yeah. And it says, there's only one masseuse, right? And there's no female masseuse.
Oh.
And like, because we have 2 separate sessions, it basically meant like, she went in, got a massage. I sat outside for an hour. and then I went in and she just sat outside. Now, for me, I didn't do many massages. I think this is only my 3rd time, right?
But you'd want to together.
How was it?
Maybe together. I don't mind it. I just don't like the idea of a guy massaging me. You know, it's whatever. Like at the end of the day, like it was a good massage.
Yeah.
But I was just like, bro, stop talking to me.
Preference.
All right, like that.
I was chatting
We was
to.
talking.
Yeah, and he was like a 50-year-old Indian man, which is cool, but it's just like, it's just like,
I just turn on the music.
Yeah, bro. Where's the sounds of the waterfall?
My world is gone now.
legit. At one point, I just started going, just to dead the conversation. I was just like, he's like, is that all right? Like, stop talking, bro. Just do your job. But it was cool. It was cool. It was good. And then we ended up leaving. We get in the car. She's like, so what do you want for dinner? I was like, wait, what?
Right.
In book spot? That's in my head, yeah. But nah, like, I think same thing. End of the day, it was actually very fun.
I think
enjoyed it.
ultimately you're spending time with each other, so it's great. But in my mind, I'm like, bro, I can't trust
Nah,
you.
y'all are becoming too needy. That's what it is. Guys are becoming too
Not at
needy.
all.
Y'all want too much. worst.
No.
Oh, y'all
This is what I
expecting the
hate.
whole world,
Because if we were the
like-
kind of guys that were like making zero time,
Bro.
no effort,
Yeah.
no nothing.
Imagine
If he wanted to, he would.
Literally.
imagine switch, yeah.
Bruh.
You're gonna look at us like, you know, not even good at planning, doesn't even want to care about that night.
Nah,
you know what I mean? But for us, we don't care when y'all do that. Because we're just like, oh, it's cute that you tried.
It's cute that you tried.
Let me get the load.
Right.
Get it.
Have you had any howlers in the day now you planned? Like it's going wrong, bruv. You done
To be
well?
honest with you, I'm not really going on dates like
Yeah. Do your thing, Mr. Reserve in that.
No, I'm just, bro, I'm always working, so it's like,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
have time.
Busy.
Like,
Nah,
the whole
bro.
thing with like relationships and stuff, like, I'm just like,
Big chillin'.
yeah, I'll be chilling. Like, it's not, to me, it's like, I know, like, how much I can give someone. And it's like, if I can't give someone that 100% of me, it's like, I'm not going to give you 40% or 50%,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
That's
So
good.
until I'm in a position where I'm like, I can fully love you 100%, then I'm not
Bro,
really
your
gonna-
mic fully like this.
Does that count?
Let's see. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Does that count? Yeah.
Yeah.
Until I can like give myself like 100%.
Yeah.
Like
Then
to
it's
that
worth it.
So
relationship.
that's good. Yeah.
And it's like I'm not trying to give it a 40,
Right.
50%.
That's how it should be. That's how it should be. Get into it when you're ready.
Bro, for now, just keep stocking up the Mr. Enjoyment opportunities and options so that when the time comes, bro, you be that guy, bro. And we can continue to show that men are the ones holding it down.
I'm doing that shit on my own, bro.
Yeah, that's you're actually enjoying for
I'm doing
yourself,
that shit on
bro.
my own,
Yeah.
bro. I see it on TikTok. Oh, should we go? And I'm asking the mirror, bro. Let's go.
That's
Yeah,
what Spider-Man mean. I've been thinking about going.
Right now, he's gonna go all these nice places. He's gonna have to pretend he enjoys them.
Yeah, with the gal.
Crazy. Yeah, I've never seen that show.
Nah, that's mad.
Been
Right,
there.
let's wrap this
I'm
thing, bro.
gonna go play some football.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Sunday at
Sunday,
3
3
p.m.
Yeah.
Sorry, it comes out on Tuesday. Time's fast, bro.
All right, thank you for joining us for another episode. You can follow Dex. Follow at.
Dexavier official.
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this around as well. And yeah.
Stay safe, bro.
Enjoy.
Enjoy
And
the
movie
22nd
of
of
the week.
Thursday. Oh, yeah, movie of the week. Damn, we didn't give suggestions. We've been trying to just give movie suggestions each
Do you have any
now.
movies to suggest?
Just any movie.
Are we doing
Yeah,
genre or
what's
just
your-
any
What's your
movie?
favorite? What's your favorite
Any.
movie all time?
That's a good movie though.
And then we'll just copy your genre.
My favorite
must
movie of all
watch.
time. A must watch. I don't know, bro. You know what I actually really fuck with? Fatherhood by Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart?
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Yep,
so
yep,
stay.
yep.
Alright,
That's a
so
hard
feel good.
movie,
Alright, so a
bro.
feel good
Okay.
That's
movie.
a hard movie, bro.
Feel good movie. Alright.
The one with The Rock when he's a tooth fairy or whatever it is.
Oh, game
Game
plan?
plan?
Yeah, game plan.
Actually,
Oh,
Game plan.
Yeah, that's a good one
That's
too.
a good one.
Yeah.
oh, you did well.
And
You
he's
did well.
pumping his muscles. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
I learned it from. Oh, you did well with that. All right. Feel good, huh? Home Alone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Home Alone, bro.
Alright.
It's action and comedy, but it's also just like when you see the family realize they're
Feels
missing
illegal
him.
to not watch that at Christmas though.
It feels
Facts,
illegal
yeah.
to not.
like if yeah.
But I want to
imagine
also
watching that
suggest
right now.
something people ain't watched though.
That they haven't
Like
watched.
they potentially haven't watched, yeah. Because Fatherhood, I doubt many people have watched that just yet.
They probably
Game
haven't.
Plan,
It's
some
actually
people
a good
probably
ass
ain't even heard of that yet. Damn. Home Alone's too bait, bro.
Everybody's seen Home Alone.
Everyone's seen it.
Should we leave it at that, or unless y'all
we-
got
yeah,
any?
those
I'm happy to
Yeah?
leave it at that. Yeah.
Fatherhood and Game Plan.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Go
That's
watch.
it for this week,
Sound.
man. All right, we out.
Latest.
Done.
Yeah.